What is up, you guys? YeNDoR'S WiLDCaT chat in full effect. I just wanted to tell you guys all I have had the best time finding this idea and process and broadcast to go ahead and start to connect with you guys. This quarantine has been crazy. And I was in quarantine before I was in quarantine, as you know. And I just wanted to say that it's been a pleasure to help reunite everybody and get everyone together. I'm going to be shooting out the invites to get onto the broadcast. Bam! And put it right here. I have some surprise visits from some surprise people from today, and it may be a surprise that they may or may not even show, but that's the fun part of the whole thing, is to see on who actually follows through and makes it. But I do have somebody who wants to be our first guest of today. And I have to have some intro music for this man because he is my good friend, the one and only. You'll know it by the jam. Wait, where is my music? Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. I think you may end up recognizing this man. We gotta turn it up a little bit. Y'all know the words.
You know that for me.
What's up, Craig?
What's going on, YeNDoR?
Rodman, the first. What's up, brother? How are you?
I'm doing good, man. Just hanging out and watching a little UFC fights tonight. So.
Yeah. Oh, the UFC is battling tonight, huh?
Yeah, not too much going. These guys are wearing a lot of wigs. I don't know who these guys are. A lot of lower guys on the card. I don't know.
Oh, gotcha. Well, I'm going to put the invite out there for whoever wants to jump on board and chat with us. And,
I just sent Jason Dotson a message. Today's his birthday, so I don't know if he'll be able to jump on.
I saw that. I saw that. Thank
Send
you
him
for
a message.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Hello out there, Debbie and Lawanda viewing us right now. Just wanted to give them a shout out. So how you been, Gup?
I'm doing all right, man. Can't complain. Still looking for work, but
yeah,
I'm surviving one way or another. You live to fight another day. Hi, Debbie. How you doing?
What's up, Debbie? Well, I think the more that you're doing stuff like this and put it out there that you're looking for work, maybe somebody has some work for you. You just never know.
Exactly.
Monique wants to say hola in Espanol.
Is Monique jumping on tonight?
Monique, I don't know.
She was on last night with the conductor.
With the conductor, Shane Train.
Yeah, it was an interesting conversation last night. It was so much fun. Pam Mudge was on there. Pam is freaking hilarious. She cracks me up, man. It was so much fun. Layla jumped on. Layla was in her jacuzzi, and she is having a good time. So
well, that's good, man.
As always, Layla always has a good time. So
well, yeah, I had to go do some errands and running back here, and I had a late start today. Apparently, if you wait 10 minutes and you got to reboot the whole situation, and then here you go. So we got a little bit of a late start today. I do have, like I said, a couple of people that wanted to jump on board. I do have Mr. Eduardo Crane. Mr. Eddie Crane in the house.
Yeah.
Eddie Crane, what's up, sir? How are you? Can we hear you?
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
You're coming in good right now.
Nice.
Good. So the kids didn't want to play today, huh? Are they doing their own thing? It's a Saturday. It's kind of hard to get them to.
Yeah, dude. We just got through filming a video and they had no interest in it at all.
Exhausted.
Like, Dad, this is your thing. Go talk to your old friends.
Pretty much.
Well, for those of you at home that don't know, it's Power of Two, or the two kids of Eddie Crane. They are musical wizards, and
I don't know,
very entertaining.
I don't know if you've seen a lot of the stuff they've done, Rodney, but they're both very good. Man.
I think I got a call. Hold on a second.
Hello. I'm surviving, man. Still looking for work, but I'm alive.
Hello?
What's up, buddy?
It's probably really hard.
We're live right now, my friend.
Yeah, especially with all the COVID stuff.
I don't have all the gadgets to do that stuff.
All right. Well, we'll catch you on the broadcast another time whenever we're live. If you get on your phone, we'll see if the audio is good or not.
Okay, say that again.
You can go on the audio if you want. If you want to just use your phone to see how the audio turns out, you can just use your phone.
You think anybody wants to see this beautiful bush?
I want to see that beautiful bush. I think I know who that guy is right there.
Well, come on board and surprise everyone, man. Just go to the I'll post the link again, and just go to the YeNDoR'S chat channel and or else the Class of '92 channel, and just hit that guy and go ahead and come on board. I'll see you.
You send me the link and I'll jump on there.
I'll send it right now, my friend. See you soon.
It only took me 9 times to get on there.
All right. Love you, dude. Anyway, you know him by voice? You recognize that voice?
I think I recognize that voice. Yep. I think I've heard that a few times.
I have quite a few CDs with that voice on it.
Yeah. I still slam it in my truck. Actually, when I went to Vaughn's earlier, I was listening to that guy. What did he say? What face? His bearded face or something?
His big bush.
Oh, yeah.
You'll see what he's talking about as soon as he pops on.
What do you think about their new stuff? His
the newest CD? Oh, I love it. Yeah. I love it 100%. It reminds me a lot of like Ministry, kind of 9 Inch Nails, kind of older stuff like that.
I sent him a message. I told him he was like channeling his inner Chester.
Yeah.
His voice, like, I've always been a fan of Ryan's voice. But this last album they did, man, his voice super just popped.
It went to the next level, definitely.
Yeah. I didn't know if it was just me, but like, you know, when you hear something, you're like, oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then when you hear something, you're like, oh shit. Like
that one when it just kind of catches you. Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's what I mean. All the albums they've done, Julian K has done, has been awesome. But yeah, this last few songs on this newest one, I was like, oh my god, there's a lot of.
It's more my cup of tea, you know.
Yeah.
I like, well, you know, the type of music I like.
Yeah.
And what I like to listen to, and the stuff they did, I liked it, but it wasn't necessarily in my element, you know, that I personally really like.
Yeah.
And that last one, I actually bought it, and like some of the albums I bought more as just support.
Yeah.
You know? Like California Noir, I wasn't a big fan of.
It was more 80s style.
Yeah. Which I like the early.
I like because it reminded me a lot of 80s pop, kind of but a different twist on it too. So
I like the early stuff a lot.
Well, Ron, you hearing that out there, my friend? You better come on board here soon, because people are asking about you. I'm wondering what's going on with you.
Got some people that miss you and love you, brother, and hope
love you, Ryan. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Join us one of these days. Hopefully, it's sooner than later. I do have a Taftian coming on board right now. He says he wants to show off his bush. I have no idea what he means by that. But welcome on board, Mr. Sean Foster. What's up, Sean?
All right, that is some bush right there. That is some bush right there.
I think we can hear you. Just make sure you're talking into the speaker.
Okay,
the microphone.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. There you go.
Oh my gosh.
It's a little choppy, but oh my gosh, you weren't lying about some bush there, Sean, were you?
I got to get Hummy on board here with you. Got ZZ Top going on here.
There's a challenge right there.
Hummy's got a big beard too. You know what? I shaved it. This is 2 years.
Oh my gosh.
I shaved it 2 years ago. My wife got mad at me. She's like, "I love the beard. Don't shave it off." I'm like, "Okay, I won't do it again."
I love it.
Does she snuggle into your face at night? When you guys spoon, do you just put your face? She's snuggling into your face, or what?
Well, I could tickle her fancy with it. Hey, you know what though?
That's awesome.
Soup is not good.
Soup is not.
When I eat soup,
I was just gonna ask if you get stuff caught in there.
Yeah, it does.
Breadcrumbs.
When you eat soup's not good.
Oh, what happened to Sean?
He straight up like has to.
Oh, there he is. Sorry about that.
Yeah, he's having the same problems I have had before.
Or you just kicked out?
Yeah.
Or with your beard?
That's why I don't get on here more, because I get kicked out a lot.
Are you on your computer, Eddie, or your phone?
No, I'm on my phone.
Okay.
I'm editing right now on my computer, so I didn't want to mess with it.
Okay.
I gotta send a. Give me 1 second, y'all. I gotta send something out real quick. Go ahead, talk amongst yourselves. Hold on a second.
So Sean, like,
Yeah.
like, do you have to straight up like put like dandruff-free shampoo and shit in there?
You know what? So my wife, she's like a beauty queen. She has all this fancy stuff in the shower. So when I get in there, I just grab her shampoo and wash it and her conditioner, and it makes it nice and soft. Huh? But I do use beard oil, like not at work every day, but when I'm not at work and if we go out of town, like go somewhere, I got all these. She bought me all these fancy beard oils. I rub it in, comb it out, and makes it all glistening and shiny. And
nice.
But I did shave it off. Like I said, I shaved it off a while back, and she didn't like it. It's funny. My wife loves a beard.
Really?
She said just grow it back.
Wife is like,
yeah, most wives don't like a lot of facial hair like that.
My wife likes the.
She doesn't like.
My wife likes the mountainy man look.
That's awesome.
Rachel thinks that this is long.
Huh?
Rachel thinks that this is long, so I gotta show her your picture.
That's pretty long.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, my wife loves it.
So where you at, Sean? Are you still in Taft or?
Yes, sir. I'm in Taft. I work for Braun Electric. I'm an electrician. Oh, nice. Been doing it since we got out of high school.
Wow. I was
good job.
I was with Time Warner Cable for almost 19 years and got laid off September of 2018. So.
Oh, that's no good.
Yeah, no bueno on that one. Still looking for work. Now? Still looking for work. Living off unemployment. Trying to survive. I'm over here in Bakersfield.
Huh. So. Well, the problem is if you want to be an electrician, you got to go to school for 4 years.
Yeah.
See, I lucked out. I started right out of high school, and I didn't have to go to school. And then I got certified, state certified, before we had to do all that. Now, all my apprentices, they got to go to school for 4 years. But you know what? The pay, if you could handle the 4 years, you're going to be making $40 an hour.
Wow.
In 4 years.
Can't beat that, man.
Yeah.
My
son, he's in a program where you can go to, it's an immersion program where you can get your high school diploma and your 2-year degree from Bakersfield College. So when he graduates, he graduates Bakersfield College a week before he'll graduate high school. But
really,
he's gone.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
So he's a smart guy.
So but the thing is he wants to go into mechanics because right now, honestly, dude, their schools push so much the 4-year degree that there's not a lot of young kids coming out that are, can work with their hands, and those jobs are getting more and more like premium, dude. So like right now he's taking welding, so he'll be certified for welding. He'll be doing and he'll be learning big engines, diesel engines, and all this other stuff. So that's what he wants to do.
Does he still want to pursue music too? I know. I mean, it's ridiculous how talented he is.
So I didn't finish high school. I dropped out my junior year when I turned 18 because I was raised on welfare, and I decided I had to go to work to have some money and, take care of myself. So
yeah,
I'm living proof that I'm a firm believer in if you get a trade like a welder or like he was saying, his son, if you get a trade on your belt and you're good. You're always going to make money.
Yeah, if you're good at what you
now, these people now are going to college and getting degrees, but they can't get a job.
Yeah, that's what I did. I went to CSUB for Taft College for 2 years, CSUB for a little over 3 years, and decided I didn't want to teach anymore, or coach, and then got on Time Warner at the time, and that's what.
Hey, I was gonna ask you, do you ever regret that? I mean, wishing you to finish so you could have coached and gone the bandy route.
I don't regret not that I didn't coach or teach. I do regret not finishing my getting my degree because I was so close. It would have been nice to have in the back pocket, in case something like that happened. But yeah, I don't think I can handle kids these days.
So, Deb, what are you doing for a job now?
Still looking for work right now. Got let go from Time Warner a 2 years ago, or Spectrum now.
Oh,
so
that sucks.
Yeah. Gotta do what you gotta do to survive, though, right?
Did you hear that, folks?
You want to be
anyone out there is looking for a good employee? Quadrant 2, this guy.
I would like to work in the school
you
system.
Want to be an electrician? I can hook you up.
I don't know if I can do that, but I'd like to get back in the school system as a security guard. But I know it's not kind of tough to do. But
I asked Kevin Talon. He's the I'm pretty much connected with all of Wasco.
Yeah.
And I asked him, dude, and about you. And dude, they're laying off left and right, man.
Oh, really?
We have a $56 billion deficit because of the whole. We had a $9 million surplus in California, one of the few states that actually had more money than and within a matter of months, we are like $56 billion,
wow.
And they're laying off so many teachers right now. So it's bad. In fact, our budget right now is worse than what it was in 2009.
Are you going to be okay? You and Dora be okay with teaching, or
we're 20-year vets, so I mean we're pretty much cemented in. But a lot because I'm a union rep, so there's a lot of jobs and stuff that are gonna be lost.
Wow.
Lot of young teachers.
Wow.
You know what's crazy? All those people went to school together, and everybody went their own direction, and everybody's doing a different thing. And it's kind of cool to talk to everybody and see what they're doing, because everybody's doing a different thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like me, I stayed in Taft. I still live in Taft. I have an awesome wife. I have a good job, and I make good money. But it's kind of crazy to see how everybody went different directions and they chose a different career. And
there's a lot of people that moved out of state too. I mean, a lot of people moved over to Bakersfield or still here in California, but a lot of people just completely moved out of state. It's like I'm never going back to Taft again. I mean, it's crazy.
You want to hear something funny? You remember our 10-year reunion? Did you guys go there?
Yeah, I went to the 10-year, and the 20-year.
Yeah, my ex-wife, we went to the 10-year reunion in what was OT Steakhouse, and she was in the bathroom, and she came out and goes, "Sean, all your girls that you went to school with are comparing their boobie sizes."
Nice.
And it was like Leslie Underwood and a bunch of other girls. They were all in there showing their boobies. And my wife came out and she goes, "Sean, it's kind of crazy in there."
Wow.
Well, boys and girls, I hate to interrupt you, but there comes a time on the show when we have special guests popping in, and they come in from all walks of life. And this one I haven't talked to in a long time, and connects with me last week and says, "Hey, you have room on the sofa? Do you guys have room for Mr. Ryan Shuck in the house?" What's up, Shuckster? What's up, my friend? How'd you like that intro music, huh? It's just something I dug up, How you doing, man?
Good. How are you guys?
Ryan, good, man. Yeah, I text Ryan a week and a half, 2 weeks ago and said, "Hey, get a hold of Robbie and get on this chat. It's a lot of fun just to reconnect with everybody."
Pleasure to have you on board, Ryan.
Say it again.
I said, "Who's this guy with the giant beard?"
Oh, yeah.
John Foster. John Foster. Who's this guy?
It goes even longer. It goes even longer than the shows.
That's funny.
What's going on, man? Where are you?
Last time I seen Ryan was in Taft at El Dorado, like 2010, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Was I?
Weren't you here in 2010 El Dorado?
Oh, wow. You're right. You're right. How you doing, Eddie?
Eddie Crane.
You ready?
I'm
Is
good.
Eddie frozen?
I'm having a hard time hearing everybody.
Yeah, it's really noisy.
Yeah, there's a lot of clicking going on.
Yeah.
Tell you what, if you're on a phone, I may have to pull you out because of the audio. It gets to where it starts cracking after a while. But if you can get to a computer, whoever's on a phone, if at all possible, that would be a better audio situation.
Are there more people on the video?
Right now it's yeah, just us five, and then we have people that are chiming in over here.
Nice.
Off to the side.
Lisa, you might-
Liwanda says hello.
Hey!
She's in the lounge. Liwanda, right?
Nice.
What's up, girly?
There's more stuff on there.
I see you. So, Eddie, are you on the phone? Eddie, you're on the phone, huh?
Yeah, hang on.
If you can get to a computer, we'll bring you back on. But the crackling is the audio is not that good on whenever you're coming on the phone,
It
sort
sounds
of
like
thing.
someone's eating Cocoa Puffs or something.
I know.
Or Frosted.
All right, and then I think I took care of it. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I think it was Eddie.
All right.
Yo,
Or it might be
Ryan.
Franz.
Oh, I think it's him too.
Ryan,
More crackling.
Ryan,
Crackling. Hey, Sean, maybe
Yeah,
next week we'll put you on the. What's that?
Ryan, can you hear me?
I can now, yeah.
Okay.
Ryan, can you hear me? Do you remember me and you and Casey across the street when we were in high school? We used to go skateboarding and
Yeah.
ollie on those benches, and
Yeah.
that was a good time.
That was a great time. It's funny.
Crazy time.
I was I don't know if you know this, but I just went to rehab for 30 days. Pretty rock and roll. And
No, I saw that. I saw that on your. I saw that on a Facebook page, but no worries.
Yeah, well,
Hey, we gotta do what we gotta do, man.
Well, I was talking in rehab. I was like, they were kind of like, well, why are you here? And I said, well, I used to be able to have fun with a skateboard and a bench with my friends and nothing else. And that was a fucking amazing time. And now I need everything under the sun, you know, all the alcohol in the world, like, and I still don't have fun. And I'm like, well, I just want that kid that grew up in Taft, California, that had a great time with his friends on a curb. You know, like that playful, fun time.
You want to play some wiffle ball, Ryan? Is that what it is? You want to play wiffle ball or what?
It goes back to the same with me and Rodney. I mean, in his backyard, they had a car parked there, and they had like an 8-foot rim, and we would just sit there and play basketball till 2, 3 in the morning. I mean, just stuff like that. So much fun. Things we didn't have like that.
I still couldn't dunk it.
Rodney still couldn't dunk it.
I remember.
I couldn't anyway.
Ryan, we used to go across the street to the Roosevelt School, and we'd set the benches up, and we'd grind them on our skateboards, and it's kind of crazy.
I remember, man. Those
You
are
were
the
a really good artist too. You were a badass skateboarder and a good artist.
Didn't Mike Jackson live? Was he next door to you, Ryan?
He was on the corner.
Okay.
For me, yeah. Like back when I lived in Ford City when I was young.
Yeah.
And I was really young. I mean, I guess I was always young back then,
I grew up on Pierce Street, 718 Pierce.
Yeah.
I was down there too in Ford City.
Pierce Street.
Yeah, I grew up on Taylor Street.
Yeah, okay.
Remember Taylor? It's like, yeah. I drive by there whenever I go home and look at it. I mean, it looks totally different.
I know every time I go to chat, I haven't been over there in a couple of years since my dad passed. Maybe a couple times since that was 2008. But I just drive by all the houses I lived in. It's like, oh my gosh, everything just like looks so different from what I remember it.
Wow, yeah.
It's so much smaller, and I don't know. It's just completely different now.
Yeah. Where are you living now, Gus?
I'm here in Bakersfield.
But where in Bakersfield?
Right by West High. Okay. 20 years.
And Sean, where in town are you living?
I think that's a sink. What's he doing over there?
There's the beard.
Well, Ryan, do you come to the cafe often?
I do.
Ryan,
I come relatively often, not as much as I used to. I definitely used to come more. But you know, since my grandma passed, there's a lot less of like family reasons to do it, and you know what I mean. So it's just not as much now. But I definitely come at least a year, once or twice a year. But now that I'm in Edina, you know, I come to Bakersfield a lot more and all that kind of stuff because those, you know, those guys all live there. So,
are you going back this year for Oilorado, Ryan?
Yeah, I mean, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen.
See, I don't know.
I'll
I'm not sure
definitely
about
go
that.
back. Yeah, it'd be great. I saw so many people I hadn't seen in so long, and I went.
I'd love to go. I'd definitely love to go. I think I'll definitely come. When is it?
I don't know for sure.
I think it's in August. Is it August?
I say October.
It's in August.
Yeah, later this year.
If it's in October, I'm
October?
going to be on tour in October. Let me look. Hold on.
I was just naming out a month that sounded good for me. I don't know.
October.
I mean, I'm on tour from the 18th.
It's in October.
I mean, unless it gets canceled like everything else, you know what I mean? It's been really gnarly.
That Edema show was great, man. It was a good time seeing it too.
Good. They were talking to us about playing Oil Grotto, actually.
Oh, really?
Ryan?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I've been a big Ryan.
Yeah.
I've been a big Edema fan, and I don't know, Marky's kind of cool, but I've been online looking at all your videos, and dude, you did an awesome job. I kind of like it better.
Yeah, it's definitely different.
You guys,
I've had it crazy enough.
I wanted to go to Pixel and see you guys. I just couldn't do it. So, but man, you did an awesome job. You knocked it out of the park.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was good seeing Rob Clark, Jason Hook there that night too, and had some Taft support there too. And
so the guitar lessons have paid off. Is that what you're saying?
Back from playing Iron Maiden.
Well, he used to play with Dennis Shin.
Yeah.
I think Ryan grew up playing guitar with Shin, and I remember we used to skateboard together, and you're like, I gotta play guitar, and you used to go Dennis Shin and play guitar, and you and Casey Fleming used to hang out, playing pool. Was he
the redhead guy?
Yeah.
Casey Fleming, right? Tall.
Yeah.
I remember him.
I have not seen Casey in a long time. He went to prison for 10 years.
I remember seeing that. Yeah. That was crazy.
He's out?
He was selling meth across the country, and he got caught and went to prison.
Didn't he? Was he convicted of murder or
friends with his dad?
Wow.
I can't remember exactly what it was. What happened to Casey? Was it murder? I remember seeing it a long time ago.
No, they were. If you can hear me, he was. Casey's a money hungry guy, and he's a good guy, but he hooked up with his cartel. They were making meth, and they were selling it to. What's that? Across the country, and then the FBI started getting involved, and they chased him down, and they caught him.
Oh wow!
In Montana.
You heard it here first here, folks.
Wow!
You get the latest on the broadcast here. WiLDCaT chat. Shit goes down.
Oh my gosh! That's
Eddie Crane says it's on his computer now. So
he's on his computer now. Well, if I don't let this man in, this next guest real quick, he will get back at me later.
I'm curious. Who is it?
Who is it? I don't know. Hold on a second. Hold on.
I got a feeling.
What do you think, Chuck? You think you're going to pass for a rock star?
I think it's impressive, Sean. I'm not going to lie, man.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. My wife won't let me shave it. She said no.
Yeah, it is him. It is his guy.
Is he awake? Is he awake? Ride that choo-choo. Ride that choo-choo. With his love chain train.
Oh, somebody else.
Nice, dude. How you doing, man?
Great. Good to see you.
Wow.
I think it's a 6 art.
How are you? I love that.
Like all these other guys, man. We followed you. Hey, support local music, man.
That's amazing. What's up, buddy?
One day me and Craig Cat were at Pismo, and we went to this record store, and we found a 6 art CD.
You know, that's when I think that's the first time I seen him play.
6 art before.
Yeah.
Right.
Was it Dennis Shin was your band?
Yeah.
It was at somewhere like it was an old unused boxing arena or something like that. Or nothing but concrete.
Wow.
And, like Aaron Falke and a couple others. Hey, let's go see Shuck's got a show. Let's go check it out. And I enjoyed it. I remember, and then I remember an ex-girlfriend I was dating or something from Bakersfield there, and I was pissed that she came because she didn't like the same music I liked. Yeah. I'm like, so I can see Ryan shaking. So when I was left, I said, "Fuck it, I'm walking home." And then about 30 minutes into my walk, I realized that was a bad decision because
there's Shane Gentry. He's talking, but we can't hear him.
You need to get out?
Hey, Foster, we'll have to bring you on another occasion when you have your computer, man, because I think when you have your phone, it cracks, and then you can't hear everybody on the panel either. But I'll pull you on to this once you get to a computer. No, Ryan, I think you're all right. Oh, he's out. There you go. Sean, can you hear me?
All right.
Shoot.
How you making out, Ryan?
Well, Sean. So what's going on, Shane Train? Maybe the audio's a little better now.
You know, last night's stream, you know, catering to all you West Coast fuckers. I'm on East Coast. I'm kidding.
Where are you?
I'm sorry.
Where are you?
I'm near DC.
DC.
Yeah. For about a year now. I used to live in Virginia Beach for several years. My kids are in this area too. I have two kids, and so it facilitates a lot better. Yeah.
Nice. What do you do?
I work for a communications company, Cox Communications in Northern Virginia.
Okay.
Home security type stuff, huh?
I was banned from Virginia Beach.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
It should be good.
Yeah. Rammstein and I, Till, the singer, and I destroyed the backstage area of the arena that we played. I mean, we ripped all the lockers off the wall, and I was in the bathroom, and they took all the lockers and blocked me into the bathroom. And so I busted through the wall to get back into the dressing room. And then I thought this was perfectly reason. And so then I was like, oh, you motherfuckers. And so I went into their dressing room, and their record label was there, and they were like looking at me. They're all, don't do it. Don't do anything. I had like a metal pipe, and I was like, hey guys, how you doing? And they're all talking and everything, and I just go and smash like a lamp. And they're like, oh my God, they're starting to laugh. And then I'm all like smashing the ceiling down, and then like, you know, taking their bottles and throwing them. And
remodeling.
Yeah, it was really bad. Apparently, it was like $40,000 or $50,000 in damage, and so we got banned.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, it's not a party until you wreck a bathroom.
I know.
You're supposed to do that to the hotels, Ryan.
Yeah, we did it to those too. It was bad. It was really bad.
You know, real quick, Ryan Shuck is the one who introduced me to Faith No More.
Oh yeah.
You remember Mr. Slaughter's art class?
You know, guys. Oh. Go ahead.
Mr. Slaughter's art class was fun as hell. We had like this motley crew of everybody, all walks of
Slaughter.
But it was a blast. Everybody got along and joked, and it was fun. Mainly Ryan in there. He had, of course, always funny wit, and and also being into music like he was. It was gosh, you know, in the 80s. So he's like, here, man, you might like this. Try this out. See what you think. You know, the set he recorded and had written Faith No More before they were like really big at the time. So yeah,
that's so rad. I thought I was going to see those guys with Korn this year. I mean, how fucking fucked is that? I mean, that tour, they're going to do a stadium tour, Korn and Faith No More.
Right. COVID fucked that, right? Or no?
Yeah. So I was texting with Head, the guitar player from Korn, and who's been super, super cool lately, especially with all the shit that I've been, you know, doing to myself. And I was like, fuck, man, that was like the only show this year that I was I would have really killed to see. I mean, Faith No More with Korn, it's like, okay, you know, like, does it get any better? And Korn is huge Faith No More fans too. So it would have been like a full-on love fest, you know, backstage and everything would have been really, really cool. So
I was doing an advertising campaign for Korn there for a while. I used to introduce everybody to Korn that I would talk to. I think I invite,
me and
Eddie, right? These two on the bottom.
Rodney had a cassette single. I remember,
yeah.
It was Blind and Chutes and Ladders.
Do you remember Club Oz? Does that ring a bell?
Yeah.
Club Oz?
Yeah.
So they said on the radio, if you go to Oz and click your heels 3 times, they'll give you a free Korn demo. And so the demo just had Clown and Blind on it. So I got this cassette, and then I go back to Taft, and I'm introducing it to. Oh, geez, hold on.
I think you probably had your boombox and made a copy for me.
This thing off, huh?
But I remember seeing Ryan down at Panama Jack's around that same time. And you're like, yeah, I'm in this new band Orgy. We're coming out soon. I was like, hey, you know, I hadn't seen it in a couple of years. So it just shows you, man, over the years, it's like, okay, a few years go by, don't see anybody. That's why I was telling Rodney and Shane and a couple other guys on there. It's like people we haven't seen in so long. Taft's it's a magical place, I guess you want to say, but we're all still friends. It's like we just catch up, and you know what I mean? It's like no matter what happens, it's like we have that weird Taft bond.
Magical Disneyland in the desert.
Well, actually, my brother made a shirt that said Taft, it's a magical place. So if you know my brother, so it's right up his alley. So it was hilarious.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
full of character. This Taft association.
Yeah.
Where are you, Rod? Are you still down south? Are you down where I am? Or
I'm by Irvine, Laguna Village. It's probably it's like 2 miles south of the Spectrum, if you know where that is. Yeah,
I know. I love Laguna. Yeah, a ton of
friends. Where are you at now?
I still live in Long Beach, same house.
You're Long Beach, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
How's Wolfie? Did he miss you?
Dude, he's fucking so cute. Well, he hated me when I got back. He was just like a total dick.
He's like, you abandoned me, you fucker.
Yeah, he's such a dick. He was with Amir and Marissa, Amir's very, very long time girlfriend. I call her his wife pretty much. Yeah. But he was with them while I was gone, and then I came back and he was just kind of like, who the fuck are you? Like I hug him, and he put his hands on me, like pushed me away a little bit. I'm like, really? And so now I went to the beach with him today and everything. We went all over the place, and this is like my first day off in 40 days. It was today. So
wow.
Really nice.
So back to normal with Wolfie then?
He's being really cute right now. Yeah, he's being my little baby now. Yeah.
Nice.
It took a while. He's a little fucking, you got to work for it.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't just fucking give it out, you know.
Describe Wolfie.
I'll do better. Hold on.
It's his dog.
Wolfie's a dog, right?
He's going to get him. The dog is so freaking awesome. Oh, yeah? Man.
Hey,
can you guys hear me?
Grits, man.
I hear you.
I can hear you.
Okay.
You didn't say anything. That's why we were like,
oh,
Stephanie.
No, I was just listening to everybody talk.
And some Facebook user says yo too.
Last night on the stream,
Hi, Wolfie.
I don't think Gup ever goes to bed. Oh, there's Wolfie.
Looks like he's coming up from a nap. Was he napping?
Yeah, he's been out. He's been playing with dogs on the beach all day, and then he's been walking downtown all day, and he's been partying and then he had a bath, and so
dog grudges are hard, man.
Yeah,
personal.
How old is Wolfie now?
I think he's around 8. I mean, I found him in the gutter. He was hit by a car and all torn to shreds.
Wow! I think I remember you saying that before. Yeah. Wow. Damn.
Is he like perfectly healthy now? I mean, or does he have issues from being run over?
He's got scars and everything. He's torn. He's got a little torn up. Like you can kind of see it. Oh my God, he's so tired. It's really funny. He's got scars. Like if I could, it's hard to see on the camera, but he's fine though. Otherwise, he's great. I mean, he's amazing.
Such a loving guy.
Yeah. The way you describe him, he's like we have a little chihuahua.
A little chihuahua.
We have a little chihuahua that we found at school I worked at, and the dog was pretty much halfway starved to death. And and we brought her home. We've had her now for 6 or 7 years, and she is a little bitch, man. She's a pain in the ass, but we love her. So
that's so
great.
I feel your pain with Wolfie.
Sarah McLachlan music in my ears now with the sad dog. Slow motion puppy shots, you know.
Well, I have four cats. I named one Michonne. I have Dansby after a baseball player. I have Mookie after a baseball player, and then I have Boba, which I was like, she's a female, and I was like, I don't care. I'm naming my cat Boba, whether it's male or female. I don't give a damn, but I'm naming my cat Boba.
Perfectly reasonable woman's name.
Yeah,
was it Mookie because of Mookie Blaylock?
No, Mookie Betts, baseball player.
Ah, gotcha. I still want to talk.
You don't have any of the cats.
Go ahead.
No, my previous one, Nomar, another baseball player, Everett, all passed away. Yeah.
Which one did Dora and I give you?
Baby. You named her. Yeah, Baby. No, you guys gave me Everett. You stole Baby from somebody else when we lived in the apartments here. Do you remember that?
Okay.
Cat theft?
You what?
Eddie.
You
What?
stole,
You're better than that.
You stole Baby from somebody. She jumped in our window or something, and then somebody
I did?
Yeah, and somebody came to the door and said, "Hey, have you seen my cat?" And you're like, "No, I haven't seen him." And then,
Are you serious?
Yeah. So I ended up
What
taking
an
care of her.
asshole I was.
But she had a good life. I mean, she was 15 years or so.
So you don't have any of the cats around that when I lived with you and stuff?
Not the original 4. So
Oh, wow.
now I got 4 more. I guess I'm an animal lover.
Don't let the cats out. Eddie Crane will take them.
Yeah.
I know. You want to babysit the cats?
Chinese restaurant for piss because he's competing.
No, I still remember Everett was one of the best cats I ever had. He had 6 toes. He had 2 thumbs. And,
Yeah, I remember that cat.
I remember going to the dorms, and Eddie was just like, because Dora was an RA there, and that's how I met Dora, and that's how Eddie ended up meeting Dora. But anyway, went there during the summer break, and they're like, "Hey, we got another cat for you." And I was like, "This cat's hiding underneath the table or the chair there." Comes out, and I was like, "Okay, I guess I'm taking this cat." And then he was he was so amazing. I would sit there in bed. He would just sit there and lay right next to my head, sideways, and just like sit there and knead on me all night. And
how many cats do you have now, Gut?
I got 4. 4.
Let's see one of them. I want to see one of the monsters. You know,
I've had 14 cats, and there would be issues, but he's got 4. 4 is okay.
Any story that starts out with "you stole a baby" is not.
Eddie stole a baby.
Eddie, that's a bad way to start the story. Well, you stole a baby.
Yeah.
You know, that's the opening fucking line of the story. You stole a baby.
But you might
I know, dude. I'm a school
I love
teacher.
you for that, by the way. I love
but
you.
I do feed some outside cats.
Well, I had to help my boy out. You know what I mean?
Let me try to angle this.
He was a cat lover.
That's amazing.
There's a couple on the patio. I can't do it right now. Let me go get Dansby. He's a good guy.
Stole a baby.
I'll be right back. I don't know where
you sleep, man. How do you sleep at night?
It's tough.
I didn't even remember doing that. I have no memory of stealing a baby, a cat.
Cocaine,
yeah, she came.
Crazy drug.
I guess,
But yeah, I guess she hopped in the window or came to the door, and then like the next day, I think you said a little kid came and was like, "Hey, have you seen my cat?" And you're like, "No, I haven't seen."
You're lying to the kid.
Yeah, it was a little girl.
Oh shit, that makes it worse, dude.
Yep, I remember that.
Oh my god.
But yeah, love my babies, miss her.
That's awesome. Wow.
Shane, you got any pets?
No, not right now. My son and daughter, they live with their mom, and they have a boxer, Tucker. And he's great, man. He's a big clown. Boxers
are so amazing. Such personality.
Boxers are so cute.
My son's 9, and the dog, they both get in trouble together. They get middle names together. He actually has a middle name. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
What's the middle name?
Tucker Jackson.
Tucker Jackson.
Oh,
nice.
Goodness.
How about Eddie? Did you ever steal a boxer?
Sorry, I guess. Good.
No, I don't think I've ever stole a boxer, but I don't remember stealing a cat either. So who knows? As Ryan said, too much cocaine, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
He just stole a bunch of hearts, is what Eddie did. That's the only part he remembers.
That's all he did.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yeah.
One of the greatest shows of all time, right there.
I'm going to put that in the chat real quick so we can think about it.
Yeah. When your next morning starts off when everyone else saying, "Dude, you're never going to believe what you did last night."
Yeah.
I know.
Usually that was alcohol for me. It's just all blacked out. You know what happened?
Oh my gosh, Johnny Muffy!
Yeah, there you go. Hashtag.
Yeah.
Ryan, do you recall when me and you went out that one time in Huntington? You gave me the Rockstar night out.
Yeah.
We got right to the front of the line and everything at what's at the what club was that?
Oh God, what club wasn't it?
I think it was a Newport or something like that. I think wasn't
yeah.
it?
So was it? Fuck, I remember. It was like I think it's a Trader Joe's now.
Is it?
Was it Empire?
Or you met at Aloha Grill.
Facade.
We went there.
Aloha.
You had your blonde hair. You had the fingernails painted and everything. And you looked at me and you go, it was so funny. You go, you know what? If I wasn't a rock star, I'd probably get jumped outside right now. You told me that. And I go, you hope they know that you're a rock star, huh? And then Tank Abbott was there. I don't know if you guys know Tank Abbott.
I know Tank Abbott is. Yeah.
And UFC jacket. And he was just glaring at people. And I was talking to you, and I go, I want to look at it, but
do that again, Rodney.
I don't want to lock eyes with me, and you just laugh at me the whole time. But
Yeah.
I knew you would protect me, Ryan.
Well, Tank used to beat everyone.
Yeah, he was awesome back in the day.
Well, he beat you up at the club too. He beat everyone up. The rock stars, like everyone. It's like, and then my cousin actually fought Tank in high school. My cousin lived in Huntington Beach, and Tank was like, all these guys would brawl, and all these UFC guys were fighting on Main Street, Huntington Beach. They were all like notorious dudes. And my cousin was one of the chief fighters, but he didn't do UFC. He owns a medical billing company. He's fucking killing it right now. But they used to brawl, him and Tank. I go, you fought Tank Abbott. He's like 10 times. And I'm all, and you're alive. He's all, oh yeah.
Yeah.
We would all like fucking kick the shit out of him. It was fucking crazy, man. I'm like, okay, wow. And like Tito and all those guys, I used to hang with Tito, and it was back when Korn and us and Deftones and all these different bands were kind of in their fledgling states, and we were all partying and doing drugs and drinking up in LA and all this kind of stuff. These guys would be there, and like some crazy gnarly violence would go down. And these guys would be like out the door because they kicked the shit out of someone. And I'm like, oh, and they grew up to be UFC stars.
Yeah, I remember when Tito
found their home.
Tito went to,
you gotta hone your craft sometime, you know.
Tito went to CSUB for 1 year for wrestling, and then we had an outdoor education class with him and Stephen Neal. I don't know if you guys remember Stephen Neal too.
Yeah,
he was a wrestler and went on to play for the Patriots. But it's like, I remember Rick. I don't know if you guys remember Rick Brogdon. He's like, "Fuck this guy, Tito. I'll beat his ass."
Yeah.
And it's like, me and Franco and Bandy are like, "Hey, you might not want to do this. You know, you might want to."
He is so fucking mean and badass. It's just terrifying. There's a when I was in rehab. Every story is about rehab right now. When I was in rehab, the guy for the physical fitness kind of groups is a UFC fighter, a legit dude that fights right now. And I do jujitsu. So when he came in, I was like, and I saw him, I'm like, oh fuck, this is the fucking, oh wow. I'm like, let's do jujitsu. And he's like, he's like this Brazilian guy with a lisp. Like he lisp and he talks really funny, and he's like, so he's actually really, really sweet and really cool. But this guy's a fucking murderer.
So you don't want to make fun of him.
Everyone else in the rehab's like, oh, these guys are gonna fight for fun. And I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be awesome. I'm like,
who is it? Can you drop a name?
His name's Danny. His name's Daniel. I'll find out.
Rodney,
Daniel,
you were involved in jiu-jitsu for a long time there. Weren't you, Rodney? You were involved with jiu-jitsu for a long time.
Yeah, up until things went south. I was doing pretty good. I'm close, like one stripe from a purple belt, but that was like 5 years ago.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I went off and on for about 8 years. It was a rush, man. I tell you.
It's great.
Oh man, I tell you, I'd have some coffee. I'd smoke a little bit, put a mint in. I'd throw me some entrance music on to listen to my head, and then I would just get in, like, there's no other like high like I'd ever had besides like knowing that there was like 30 dudes in the room. You're gonna probably end up going at it with any one of these guys, no matter who they are.
What was the song you listened to before you went into battle?
I listened to DMX, Ain't No Sunshine.
Yeah.
That's Anderson Silva's entrance music, and he was my favorite at the time. And yeah, I would get jacked, and I
thought
would
you,
just.
thought you might have gone with Pantera, Little Unbroken.
I mean, I listened to
Yes.
Julian K a lot. I think right before I'd go
He was
in. I
working
think I
with
was
the Carpenters.
That was a long time ago, Rodney. The
But,
Carpenters.
I still have my belt gup. Don't mess with me. I still have it physically.
Oh, that's.
I'll go
It's
get
funny.
it.
It's like people back in the day. It's like, hey, you want to fight? It's like, okay, let's fight. These days, you don't know who you're going up against.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
you don't know who you're dealing with, man. You don't know.
yeah.
You're like, no, I'm done. I just want to go over to the store here. I'm good.
Hey, Eddie, regarding your kids' wonderful singing and musical talent, do you guys ever get requests like what you had the other on your SoundCloud?
This guy,
Danny, I haven't heard of him yet.
Daniel Serafian.
Serafian. Wow. I'll be
He
on the
may have a
lookout.
list, dude, but he looks like he's a badass.
Oh, he's a dude. He fucking kicked my ass. Treated me
Well,
like a
I mean,
fucking-
Do you
nothing
feel
to
like
be
you're
ashamed
like a
about.
pretzel just tangled up and just like, I can't do nothing?
dude. These guys are like, I'm all, oh, you do jujitsu? He's like, yeah, I'm in UFC. He's like, I'm a black belt in jiu-jitsu. I said, you're a black belt in jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, fucking like 10 different fucking disciplines. I'm like,
And
this
he-
guy
Oh,
hit you with them, fucking shoot you out with a triangle. Like, it's terrifying.
And he talks like
Cool.
Cindy Brady. Go figure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Where-
look
Where
at
did you
Tyson, man.
train, Rod?
Where? Well, I've actually jumped around to about 9 or 10 different studios because like when I went to like 2 or 3 around here locally. My main one was Gillabell, which is in San Clemente. And I went with that one for his studio was very traditional. It was the best I've ever been to. But even when I went over to Portugal, I rolled over in Portugal for a while and nobody spoke English. That was really weird.
I didn't know you
They were
did that.
looking at me just Portuguese, a
amazing.
little bit of English, a little bit, but it was
Yeah.
all just going over body movements and say, yeah, I can figure that out. I tapped a couple of Portuguese guys, so I was pretty happy about that.
Nice. Nice.
That's awesome.
How do they do in jiu-jitsu? Is it by weight class or is it
It's belt ranking.
belt rank? Okay.
Yeah.
But you can be 6'5" to 5'8", and it doesn't matter.
You can roll with anybody, yeah. Because
Yeah.
jiu-jitsu is designed to. You always have to plan in jiu-jitsu for it's designed to fight people who are bigger than you, more athletic than you, and meaner than you. Because that's what you have to plan on in a fight. You have to plan on the person being intent on killing you, bigger than you, drunker than you. You know, all the things more than you. And jiu-jitsu is designed to allow you to handle someone like that.
Wow.
Let me ask you, Ryan. Have you ever actually used it? Have you ever used
Not in a
jiu-jitsu?
fight. Not in a fight.
Never. Okay.
No, but just because I haven't.
What about you, Rod?
I almost did the other a month, 2 months ago in my neighborhood. There was a weirdo guy that it ended up like the police got involved in everything. But this guy was like kind of stalking my ex. I'm newly single, but I was with a woman for 8 years. So this guy she was telling me about this dude. She's like, there's this fucking guy like tripping on me, like saying this weird shit. And I'm like, oh, whatever, you know, like when she's walking Wolfgang. And I was like, I walk Wolfgang every day. There's no weirdo in the neighborhood. And she's like, no, you don't know. And so I heard about this guy forever. And I was just like, whatever, you know, you're too sensitive. This is so weird. So then we were walking, like holding hands, like about 2 months ago, and walking up to the corner. This guy was standing there with his dog and just standing there staring at us. And I was like, oh, so I got ready to say hi to him. I'm like, hey, and he's just staring at me really weird. And I go, okay, this is weird. And she's squeezing my hand, like going like this. And I'm like, what are you doing? And then, you know, why are you squeezing my hand? I'm so dumb. I couldn't put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah.
And finally, the guy looks at me and he said something really weird to me. And I go, what? I go, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. I was like being really nice. And then he called me some weird name. I still haven't figured it out. Something about the way I was wearing black, some vampire shit. Like, and I was like, that's weird. I go, and so I kept trying to figure out what he was saying. I didn't know that it was the dude yet. I thought it was just some guy I couldn't hear. And then me trying to figure out what he was saying got really weird really quick. And then I go, oh, and I let go of Caitlin's hand and I go, that's the guy. She goes, yeah. And I go, okay. I go, hey, man. And so I walked toward him and he kind of backed up and he got all weird. I go, oh, cool. We're going to do this. But it was kind of funny because I was like, okay, well, I'm going to get you in a clinch right now. I mean, because I see the way you're standing, I'm just like, I'm not going to hurt you, but I'm going to make you feel really uncomfortable.
So you went in as the aggressor.
I was going to do the most basic move on him and get him on the ground. And when you do that to people, they freak the fuck out. If you don't do jujitsu, you think you're getting killed. You know what I mean? You're going to think you're getting motherfucking right, Rod. If you're on top of someone, putting your weight on someone using jujitsu, they feel like they're getting suffocated. It's not.
Can I tell you one thing? Even a Marine, okay? I had a Marine that went into jiu-jitsu class for the first time, and I rolled with an arrogant Marine, right? Yeah. I rolled with him for 5 minutes. I tapped him 4 times with 4 different techniques, right? Yeah. And he was under there. He goes, what do I do? What do I do? He's asking me. I go, I'll tell you after I tap you, and I'll tell you how we did it. After we're done. I'm not going to save you right now.
Yeah. But like we're in battle right here, buddy.
It makes you humble in a hurry.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Yeah. And then whenever you're going out and about, though, you're actually less likely to get into a fight if you know martial arts, because if you're disciplined and you're much more calm, you don't feel inferior, you don't have anything to prove. You know what I mean?
Is it mainly like leverage, body leverage?
It's like kinetic. It is, but it's basically with jiu-jitsu. The thing you're going to do is either stay away from someone and don't get hit and don't let them get close to you. That's the number one thing. Is run. But
I'm good at that. Then I know jiu-jitsu.
Close distance, not get hit, and then you're going to walk up and stay really close to them. And you're going to be really comfortable being really close. And you're very likely going to go to the ground where you're even more comfortable and you're much safer because they're not going to fucking powerhouse clock you and hurt you. Like, remember that kid, that dude, that adult guy, I got in a fight with him out in the fields back when we were kids, back when we were in high school. Like, I broke my whole faceplate. That dude, you guys remember that?
I wasn't there.
I don't remember that.
I remember that.
Big fucking deal, man. I've had 5
I remember when Ernie Kirchner got in a fight with Steve Cater.
Yeah, I remember that too. Yeah.
It wasn't that night, was it?
No. This dude, Sky, Livey.
Throw those hands, baby.
Yeah, so I mean, that memory, like, I've had 5 surgeries on my nose from that evening.
Wow.
His name was something Gregory. And he was an adult, and he was at a high school kids party, and he punched a couple of our friends. And then it was a couple of people that we all know in our class. And then he came up to me and he got in my face. And I just talked shit back to him. I was like, fuck out of my face. And he just went back and he did the same thing he did to all our friends. And everyone was around. There's a lot of people saw this.
Wow.
And luckily he knocked me about 10 feet fucking back. I mean, knocked the living fuck out of me. You know, when you're a grown man, you punch a kid, it's not good. And he broke my entire faceplate. But as he ran at me.
Why were you saying luckily he punched you like that?
Because if he would have kept punching me, he probably would have fucking killed me.
Oh, okay.
But I ended up winning the fight because he ran at me, and I got him down, and I started kneeing him in the face, and until it was over. And then everyone pulled us off, and I kneed him.
How the fuck did you
got him really good?
How did you do that with a broken face, dude?
Adrenaline.
I couldn't see anything. I couldn't see. But
you must have been gushing blood.
Yeah.
Survival.
Oh, it was yeah. I went to the hospital that night and everything. Dude, it was I mean, the next day or the weekend after at school on Monday and everything, I mean, everyone was talking about it. It was a fucking thing. It was a fucking thing, yeah.
If you get hit anywhere right in this area, you get your eyes watering,
So
avoid the
is about not letting that happen. You do not let guys fucking punch you in the face. Before someone guy comes up and talks shit to you that close and they're that already on you, you grab them as quick as you can and you do a clinch on them or something like that. And they're not going to be able to hit you when you're this close to them. Are they going to hit you in the side of the head? That doesn't hurt that bad.
You got to be like Sky Libby says and go for the rear naked choke, right, Sky?
Yeah.
Or throw those elbows.
Sky's right.
Get close and throw those elbows. Huh?
Yeah.
It is really fun though. It's super fun. It makes fighting fun.
You just have to make sure they're wearing a jacket because then you can use that as a gi.
Yeah.
And use the jacket against them. See?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was always wondering. It's like you guys can grab onto that. I was like, okay, this is kind of weird. It's like you can use that to take them down too, right?
Or if they're wearing a jacket, you can just reach right under and just choke them right out with it.
Yeah, you got your hands in.
You know, if someone grabs hold of you, you can grab right up. You can just go like that, and you can choke them out in a couple seconds.
Wow.
It's really easy. It's fun. It's fun.
Or if they're wearing a hood, like a sweater with a hood, you just pull the strings down really fast.
I think I got some work to do.
Lights out.
Oh, we can't see anything.
Hey,
Shane,
Gup, I think you and I need to get our shit together, dude.
Yeah,
I know. I'm not wearing any jackets out anymore. They might use it against me.
it's too hot.
Don't go out with a jacket on.
I'll tell you that much.
How many rock stars wear jackets like that? Get away with it, you know?
Hey, I just don't want to get beat up. I'm fucking 47 years old. I'm like 6'3", and I lost 13 pounds in rehab. Okay, so I got the body of a hot young chick. This is not the body of a killer.
Ryan with the boy body, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, you won a grown man fight as a teen, so there's.
I know.
I know, dude. I would be like, that would be my calling card, man.
Dude, I fucked up a grown man. Like,
yeah.
All the kids on Bob's Burgers are talking about it.
Beat his ass with a broken faceplate.
Dude, I wish it was because of my skill, but it wasn't. It was pure luck. But
was that the only fight you ever got into in high school or in general?
I punched some people and got punched. Not a bunch of big deals or anything. I got more fights probably out of high school afterwards because I probably had something to prove, and then I became. It was afterwards then I grew.
I was just saying, in high school, was that the only one you got into?
The only major one. Yeah.
There you go.
I think the only one I ever got into was in 5th grade kickball. Me and Steve Melendez.
Oh my God!
Kickball?
Yeah, it was kickball. I was still competitive back then.
Yeah.
So he slid the second. I threw a ball at him, tagged him out, and he jumped up, hit me in the face. I hit him back, and then Miss Brannon, she goes, "You guys go make friends." And then I let him use my Shaka Khan tape the next week.
Ooh, that's a good tape. That's a good tape.
I feel for you. So,
I think I love you.
I like that speedy rap in the middle. Shaka Khan, let me rock it.
Yeah.
Ron, it's all
Ron, you have a new cover song to work on now. See?
let me rock
Bring it back, Ryan.
I still. What the fuck are they saying in the middle there? I mean, what the fuck is the rap part?
I don't know. I just remember one part said, "Because you're the one that keeps me warm, Shaka," or something like that.
Oh my God, I know.
Yep.
I would love you, want to hold you, want to squeeze you too, want to keep it in your arms.
There you go, YeNDoR.
It's coming back. I lost it. I was going there for a minute. It's gone.
All right, Shane. There we go. There's the Shane train right there.
I just remember
lyrics on his show.
There was a harmonica in the song, and it reminded me of like a funky Sesame Street because Sesame Street had this harmonica. So for some reason, I thought of Sesame Street when I heard that song. For some reason.
But Shane's been doing lyric challenges on his show, so Shaka Khan might be a good one to add in there. Shane.
Oh, Ryan would probably enjoy that. Yeah. We broke down some hip hop lyrics the other night, and Gup and Bandy were just smoking fools.
Oh, Greg Brown last night was on fire.
What was the? Oh, to see Bandy dance and rub his nipples to. I touched myself by the Divinals. That was hilarious.
Yeah, Bandy went all in on that one. It was great.
That's funny.
And Layla chilling in a hot tub. It was like, she's just like.
Yeah, you guys missed that one last night.
Okay, can I say something real quick? I was watching last night, and right at the very end, right as you were closing it,
did you hear Gup?
Yeah, did you hear him?
What
he goes, Gup mumbles under his mouth.
Pretty good.
Mumbles, yeah. He goes, Layla in the jacuzzi. That's kind of nice. And then it goes. Then it fades to black.
Get that show.
Layla in the jacuzzi, that's kind of nice.
It's like you were talking to yourself out loud and didn't think the camera was still on.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. That's so funny.
You always got to expect the camera's on, but I guess I didn't last night.
Amazing.
You know what's funny? I used to call Layla the Himalayas.
Himalayas?
Yeah, back in the.
I wonder why.
We didn't get to see them last night, so.
What was happening last night?
Live broadcast.
Layla and Taft?
No, Shane had a feed going like this, but Layla was on Shane's feed like this.
Oh,
Shane does it every Friday. Is it every Friday, Shane?
I try to sidestep Rodney so we don't cut in and.
Nice.
Yeah. Pam Mudge was on. Pam Mudge, Monique.
No way.
Yeah. So there's a. few different people, different classes too, but it was so much fun. I didn't even know I said that, but I'm glad I did, obviously.
You'll have to look him up, Ryan. And
that's very observant. That was funny you said that, because I was just playing a replay in the background because I was doing house chores and shit. I'm like,
did I just hear that? I
listen to everything.
My mouth gets myself in trouble, as you know, on more so on your show, Shane, than on Rodney's.
Well, you know, he's
whatever,
a class act. I just kind of let fly a little debauchery and you know, like I was saying, it was it's like piñatas. You know, we pat you around until the deep dark secrets fall out. You know?
Yeah, and I just let it all out after that.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I mean, we were talking about clown porn. We were talking about goats. I mean, it's a whole nother level.
Oh my God.
So hey, Layla took it there. She actually, what was it? She had somebody she knew that used to work in the industry or something. He was in charge.
Clown porn?
He was in charge of the prop. Yeah.
Yeah, clown porn.
Ronnie giving us a crotch shot there? What was that?
What's that?
Was it giving us a crotch shot right there?
No, I just keep moving around. I'm trying to find a place where it's not so glary. You know what I mean? It's like, and I sit in that motherfucking chair like 5 hours a day right now doing Zoom meetings and fucking streams.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
And partly I'm glad because what did I freeze?
Just for a second. You're good.
You're good now.
I mean, partly I'm glad because, you know, what do you do when all of your tours get canceled and that's what you do for a living and all of the restaurants are closed. So all my money got turned off. So we moved everything to streaming, right? So we were able to make, you know, some really good money, but I had to completely change everything. I mean, we have my studios being wired up for we have these amazing cameras that are all designed to stream. They're all Blackmagic cameras we have in here. So we're experimenting getting, we have these switchers now to switch between cameras.
Yeah, Mr. Lindbergh, who?
Lindbergh.
No, huh?
So I find myself now I'm doing this like all fucking day, but you know, we're making money, so it's okay. But I just fuck, man. I lost.
You get up your game now. See,
is this through Patreon?
This is true.
Well, we have to subscribe on Patreon, but we also to drive and promote Patreon and to get people to follow the content, we also have to create content and do it publicly as well.
Yeah,
so it's a lot of both, you know. The idea is just you have to keep people engaged. You have to deliver value to your customers, which are fans, right? So your customers, you need to still do things that they love. So you have to create merch, you have to create new music, you have to do videos, you have to stream. And the cool thing now is that we can monetize it all. So we have a subscription model, so people pay monthly, and it's amazing. We have tiers from $5 to $500, and we have people who've signed up for $500 a month to support us. Yeah,
the music industry's completely changed, dude. There's so many bands that Nathan and Edgar have toured with that have to do exactly what Ryan is talking about. Like the business model is ass upside down. It's crazy.
I remember you saying, Eddie, you guys had to back out of a few things just because of legal stuff that you guys couldn't pursue from that point, right?
Yeah, no, it's like we've had offers. Probably the biggest band we've ever played with was Powerman 5000.
Yeah.
And you have to enter into certain contracts and because they're under 18.
I get gnarly, guys. I get gnarly.
What is that, Ryan?
This is me redoing our entire business model before I went into rehab.
Wow.
What?
I get motherfucking gnarly. Who the fuck did this to me?
See, hey, COVID-19's made Ryan like Beautiful Minds. He's doing all this shit on the window.
I know, that's what it looks like.
A little bit.
I'm glad I'm picking your brain on the Patreon things. We're getting ready to convert into a Patreon for this channel for the WiLDCaT chat.
You know what? I was literally.
I'll help you.
I was literally going to suggest that.
Yeah, because I have a lot of. To be honest with you, I have both my phone and Rachel's phone are to capacity with storage. And my phone, I can't even film with it right now because I don't know if you've seen me do a live on my phone recently or not, showing you my garden. I have a garden. See my garden?
Yeah.
I've seen it, yeah.
And the video is all shaky, and it can't even hear me. So I'm working on upping my game. But I have a lot of different ideas that float around my little head to do in regards to but it's all like towards reuniting everybody from Taft High. You know what I mean? Every one of my little projects is all going to be, that's the root of it all, basically. So there's a lot of people I've been talking to these last 3-4 weeks that I was like, oh, well, you're still up and around. I mean, it's Sean Foster. I didn't really even recognize him at first, and he calls me. I was like, oh shit, that's you. And then you know what I mean?
Man, did you see?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Weird. That
was impressive.
Crazy.
That's impressive. Puts my beard to shame.
Serious.
But, I mean, this is Ryan's first time on here. I don't know if you've seen any of Rodney's previous shows he's done, or any of Shane's, but I mean, there's been a lot. Durkin, Gordon.
I married Rodney in high school. It's YeNDoR now.
YeNDoR knows him name. That's his name backwards.
That's what we learned in high school, Ryan. We just say your name backwards. So.
Amazing.
But yeah, he's had so many people on here. It's just.
We got 45, 46.
That's
if you add Lester, that last one, we got 46 people so far.
How did
47 with Ryan?
How did people comment on Facebook and it shows up here? How does that work? Is that the nature of this StreamYard platform?
Yeah, I'm able to pull them up.
I think, Ryan, if they're viewing but not joining the studio, but they're viewing from the Facebook platform, that's where it shows.
Yeah.
Hence Facebook F.
I don't think it shows if they're going through Facebook. I think they have to be through StreamYard, because I have gone on Facebook and commented and it doesn't show up. It just shows up on the live.
You're right.
But if you're
private and live, yeah,
if you're in StreamYard and you type something, it'll show up on the bottom of the screen like Libby did.
Because I had a problems getting in the first 8 or 9 times, but I was able to still chat on there.
I'm going to try to chat to myself right now here.
I just put EO on here, so I see cocaine's a hell of a drug that Ryan said recently.
It's a hell of a drug.
Someone's barbecuing around here.
I think you go live comments. Yeah. That's where they're at. If you guys click on live comments, you'll see everybody's comment that they've.
Guess what time it is?
Sky's on Facebook. He's saying right now.
Oh yeah, I saw him pop.
Oh, is he
on there?
Yeah, he says.
Yeah, he's on Facebook. See, it's popping up. It says Facebook.
Oh shit!
Flag. Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I'm wrong.
Let me mention one thing right quick. I do have a pretty large audience, but I try to keep it to where it's just Taft High. That's why I'm only streaming with the YeNDoR'S CHaT and Class of '92. I didn't want to invite like all X amount of people that they're not associated. So my main goal is for everyone to feel like they can just let it out like they would at a bar. They don't have to have in the back of their mind thinking like, well, I don't want to say this live and let 45,000 people, and then get back to me because of whatever reason. So that's one of my main reasons why I want to do the Patreon idea, is because I can get a community all together, and then we'll be able to just say whatever you want. I don't want to say, don't be yourself. You know what I mean? I want you to be yourself. So I'm like, until they crash our party for swearing too much and saying bad stuff, we just keep on moving forward.
Yeah. It's funny seeing Sky pop up there. I made me remember that Sky was the first time, like in PE, we were playing football, and I wasn't much of a football player or anything like that. Nor very, very strong or anything like that. But Sky was amazing, fucking extremely athletic, fucking built, just badass. And he came, and I was just kind of half-assing football, and he fucking came with that fucking ball, and I'm going to get this motherfucker. He fucking ran through me like I was a pillow.
You're on his highlight reel? You on his highlight reel?
Dude, I was like, that guy is tough as fuck. I mean, I was like, there's nothing I could have done. There's nothing I could have done to stop
Well, Ryan, you weren't small though. You were big framed, man. You were tall and lanky too. I mean,
well, I was shorter. I wasn't as tall as I am now. And I was really, really thin. But Sky was built like, I mean, he was
He was a rock.
Yeah, he's a rock.
Yeah,
I'd never
was.
felt anyone that strong, like running like a locomotive, and he just fucking took me out. I mean, I'm in awe. I was stoked.
I had the same experience, but it was with Sean Reeser.
Yeah. Oh.
He put me about 10 yards back. I swear, it was like movies. I just flew back, and I'm like, oh my god!
Nothing you can do against those dudes, man. Nothing.
No.
Nothing.
No.
He's a boulder.
There you go, Sky Lively. Julio probably said I fumbled. Where is Franco tonight?
Oh, he's calling bullshit. What?
No,
you're a locomotive, Sky.
He's a locomotive, dude. You were a badass, man. I was impressed. I mean, you just ran through me like nothing. I tried to get you, but it was not going to happen.
You know how many times I went to a Taft High football game and I'd get there late and I'd hear Sky Lively touchdown, Sky Lively.
Every
I'm like,
time.
jeez.
Yeah.
Now, Ryan, had you known jiu-jitsu at that time, would that have benefited?
No, because not unless he would fucking stop.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy about Sky? He got better once he got into junior college.
Wow.
He got better at baseball, and I think he got better at football too.
Yeah,
I mean,
fucking people blocking for him.
Well, he ended up getting drafted out of community college.
Come on, Sky, get online with us. Come on, we want to see your face. Where are you, Sky? Don't be afraid.
Sky would throw bandit practice, and we were all scared. Me and Ronnie were both scared to get in there because Sky was wild as shit, and he threw hard as hell. And we're like, I don't want to get hit.
Oh, I remember that. Him as a pitcher.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh,
scary. But once he got into college, he's like his control. I mean, he hit so much better. He played outfield so much better.
I was trying to play frost off baseball my junior year just so I wouldn't have to bat against him. Is that bad?
No, it was scary.
I admit that.
Yeah, that motherfucker had grown-up strength, dude. It's like he was badass, or he is badass. I'm sure it's not any better, man.
The only story.
That's amazing.
Nice guy. Love
He's just dishing him out right now. I love it.
I think he should have been a quarterback too, man. He had that arm though, didn't he?
He would have been a lot better than Wade.
Wade, where's Wade? Oh,
did I just say that? No. Sky might have been able to run the option a little better. I don't know. Does that mean we need to get Wade on here?
I think we get Wade on here.
Ryan, if you missed what Rodney's been doing a couple episodes back, he had Dustin Watson, the Watson twins.
Oh yeah,
they're not twins though, but we call them twins.
Oh, sorry.
Dustin
they're
and
like 14 months apart, but they're twins to us.
Anyway,
they're twins.
They were quite funny. They were. He had a pretty charming story. He was talking about a couple things. One, they had a gospel. What he called, what was it? The NSYNC of the gospel industry. Like they had an album.
Dude. They were so
really
good
funny and humble. And he said, yeah, later on, like we didn't want to brush that under the rug. And he said one of the people he coaches and teaches at his high school found one of his CDs at a garage sale and saw that it was him and brought it back and showed it to him. And that was a really good full circle story, man. That was really funny.
Wow. Funny.
I offered to get I want to get the band back
record.
together. I want to do choreography for them.
I think they signed a 2 or 3 record deal. And then I remember asking him.
Yeah, he was touring. They said they were touring and everything.
Wow. And I actually brought you up, Ryan. I was like, if it was today, would you guys kind of do the same thing as Ryan's doing now with like the Indigo and all that, and just to try to get the albums done? So he was like, yeah, if we had the band today, we'd definitely try to do the same thing. So
yeah.
It was Travis Gallagher, 2 Watson brothers, and Matt
Ritter.
Matt Ritter, yeah, that's right.
So Ryan, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Did you at one point when you first formed the band, did you have that thought, maybe we'll do some choreography together? Or was that would it have been a total different spin on it? Would you like
Can you imagine Ryan doing NSYNC?
Yeah.
Could you imagine Ryan up there doing some choreography?
Did you ever think of that?
Hell no.
Look at it.
I just saw him a few months back with Edema, and Ryan just got up there and freaking Ryan did his thing, and it was awesome.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug. That's all I have to say.
No, I saw it. Somebody was live streaming it when you guys were there. I had tickets to go, and
I remember you're
forgiven.
Yeah,
Forgiven.
I wasn't able to go, but we watched it live stream, dude. Ryan, you guys were really good. Like seriously, man.
You brought that
You guys
energy.
were really good.
I'm not as good as Sky, but I can fucking shake my ass.
So you're like the George Michael of TUHS, right?
Right. Yes, exactly.
Turn around with the guitar.
Hey, we were playing some of that last night, Gup. Remember that?
Yep. We had a little Yep.
I know, dude. I watched a little bit of that show last night, Shane, and yours was like the R-rated version of what Rodney's doing. It was pretty awesome.
That's what I was saying earlier. Yeah, I let go a little more on that one. Imagine that.
I was a little afraid last Saturday, though.
Well, I can't keep up with that. I'll just have to go like the Howard Stern version if I can to get any.
It was so much fun, though. Like I said, Pam Mudge, she cracks me up. She's just throwing she was on fire last night.
She was killing it. It was funny. So funny.
It was great.
She's sneaky funny and sneaky freaky.
And she has these camera angles, too. She has the greatest camera angles.
Where did she dig up that sweater, that WiLDCaT sweater? I don't have anything WiLDCaT besides that logo by Shane's head. That's all I got.
And you got that online, huh?
You can find it on Amazon now, I'm sure.
Might want to get a hold of Eric Newton. I think he's over there at Taft.
Maybe that's that merch that Ryan's talking about. We'll have Taft High WiLDCaT chat shirts or some shit.
Hey, Ryan, this isn't being silly. This isn't being silly, Ryan, but did you design those pillows behind you? I know you're artistic.
No, I'm autistic, probably. No, I didn't.
You're froze.
You're freezing.
Cool pillows from a store. Set of them, and then there's a pillow that I designed.
The reason I asked, Ryan, is there was some footage I saw a while back. I don't know how long ago. You were on some tour with Julian K, and you were narrating, like designing all these curtains and shit for your props for your stage on this tour.
Yeah. I mean, I do a lot of that, but I didn't do these pillows. But yeah, I do a ton of shit like that. We make all our merch. I do design stage stuff, production, all that kind of shit.
Yeah. And another one with your restaurant, you were outside on the sidewalk, like painting something while people were there.
Yeah, lots of.
Very involved with the artistic, crafty side.
Yeah, spreadsheets.
We're gonna be paint brothers, Ryan. We should paint together, huh?
I don't know if you guys have seen what Ryan does Thanksgiving every year through his restaurants. He gives out free meals to so many people. It's amazing.
2,000 fucking people.
2,000 people?
2,000.
Man, giving back.
That's awesome, man.
That's awesome, brother.
Yeah, honestly, with the restaurants, it's a really scary situation because this COVID-19 has I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do, to be honest with you. I mean, we lost hundreds of thousands of dollars in 3 months. I mean, it's like bankruptcy level of destruction, and it's it's like
because my son and I we do RC cars, so we go to the tracks and stuff like that as a side hobby. And I'm really good friends with the track owner, and he's like, Eddie, I don't know how we're going to keep our doors open because right now they're not making any money. They're just, the money they make is just enough to keep the doors open, just to pay the rent and the bills and all that other stuff. Like they're hurting so bad right now. It's crazy.
I mean, it's, if you were able to stay open, we weren't at all of them, but you're closed, and rent down here is $7,000 to $10,000 a month per location. I have 5 locations. So I owe, $60,000, $70,000 in rent, and we're opening up to 20 or 30% capacity. How the fuck does that ever get paid?
Yeah.
Ever. You do
a lot of delivery, carry out type of thing too, or no?
It works for some. It doesn't work for others. Some of my locations were able to do it, and some we had to close because the carry out didn't even cover payroll.
Were you guys able to get any funding from the government or anything like that?
Yeah, it's not enough. I mean,
that's what I heard.
I got the PPP loan, and I'm still waiting on the EIDL, but the PPP was not enough. I mean, it was like, it just wasn't enough, and it has to be 75% payroll, 25% rent. Well, rent is what I owe. Rent is like a huge deal. And then you also need money to reopen again. You need money to buy food. You need money to like settle with your vendors and get all that stuff back up to speed. You need money for your creditors, all the debt service, all the SBA stuff that's already on hold that you can't pay. I mean, these restaurants, you know, they have a debt service of, you know, tens of thousands of dollars a month just in business loans and stuff to be able to do what you do. So if you shut down, you're fucked. You're fucked.
How's everybody supposed to recover from this? Honestly, I mean,
I don't know.
It's
it's Great Depression level of destruction. I mean, it's and I'm living it. I mean, you know, those restaurants alone could sink my entire business and cost me my house. You know, so it's really scary. You know, people don't open up restaurants, do all this shit, and just like cut a check for $1 million. You put $100,000 down. You take a loan for the other fucking $900,000, you know, in the form of like SBA or whatever. And you go your good credit and you leverage your house and you do all this stuff, and then hopefully you make money, right? That's how every business owner does it. So the idea that these places just close, that means people's lives are destroyed. They're destroyed. You know what I mean? You're not dead, but you can't fucking buy food and you can't even have a car because you're going to lose everything. It's horrible. Yeah. You know, it's brutal. I'm not there yet, but it's on the edge. You know, it's on the edge.
Do you guys, as your income is predominantly your income, Julian K, or is it your restaurants?
For me personally,
yeah, for you personally,
music has become, for a while, Orgy was the #1 thing. So Orgy was, and Corn was like absolutely my income. That's all I did.
Right.
Then as that we went through a period where music kind of started not making money and no one knew what to do. And that hit, it's like at time invested in 2 restaurants, blew them the fuck up, opened up a 3rd, became super successful in that, and I ended up making more money than I made in music. And then I kept doing music and kept trying to figure out what to do, and then was successful with restaurants. And I'm still playing and doing stuff and creating music and doing records, and I built myself a recording studio that I'm in right now. And then the last 5-6 years, I cracked the code again on music. And now I'm making way more in music than the restaurants. And so my dumbass picked 2 of the fucking worst pandemic fucking professions on earth. Touring professional and restaurant.
Not to laugh at you. I'm just laughing with you. But
it's so true. Because we've met a lot of local bands, and some of them, that's what they do. They're local. They're nowhere near as big as you, but they make quite a bit of their living. They have small side jobs, but they put a lot of themselves into their music.
Yeah.
And they're just hurting right now so bad because they don't and they don't have the resources you guys do, because a lot of the local guys don't even have a way to create content or music or video to get their, you know, to keep themselves rolling.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's, you know, I had 3 major tours booked this year, all of them. You know, I think the Edema tour may go away completely. I mean, that was a major tour. Saliva, Edema, Powerman 5000. It was a monster tour. Flaw, and that going away is hundreds of thousands of dollars. 3 of them gone. All the restaurants closed. It's like it's fucking bananas, man. But yeah, it's since we cracked the code with Indiegogo, streaming and touring touring's a monster. You know, you make a lot doing it. You know what I mean? So it's just like once I took over doing all the business myself and owning the whole thing top to bottom, I do the accounting, I do the logistics, I do the fucking figuring it out part. So I do it all. So and I sing and I show up. You know,
your brain's nonstop, huh, Ryan? Your brain's always going.
Yeah, it's a curse. But once I did that, things started becoming really like amazing again, because we were able to make so much more money because we're not really sharing it with anyone. You know what I mean? So there's no managers and attorneys taking 30% off the top. You know what I mean? So I'm taking
Ryan,
all of it.
As impressive as all that is, and that is impressive, do make sure to take time for you, brother. Rest.
That's why he's here.
You need peace, man.
That's why I'm here.
A day.
You come here on Saturdays and make a pit stop on Fridays on Shane Train.
Dude,
That's
you
enough
get to-
socializing you'll need for the week.
Take
You
a
get to hang
tent,
out with YeNDoR'S, Shane, or Sex Art Rody, Eddie, and Gup. You're good to go, baby.
take
See?
a tent, take Wolfie and a little barbecue grill and just go camping, man.
Well,
You need peace.
I hear you. I hear you. I had to go to fucking rehab to learn how to, to have it pounded in my head 9 hours a day to fucking take a goddamn break, dude. When I told them my morning routine, they were like, we're working on, because you have to redo your whole life, right? When you're fucking addicted to a substance for 27 years, you have to redo your whole life. And especially if you're me, who the fuck is going to tell me I can't have a drink? Have fun with that, because have fucking fun. The only person who's going to stop me doing anything that I want to do is me. And that's dangerous, because I'm a fucking pervasive motherfucker. I have to live with me.
That's why they had to bring the guy in with the knows MMA. Go on.
Yeah, no, totally. But there's no stopping this freight train. And so we're sitting there going through all this therapy and dealing with all this shit, and they're deconstructing my whole day and how I do things. And they're like, so what is your morning routine? Like, you sound like a fucking crazy person. I'm all, oh yeah, maybe I am. And I'm like, well, I sleep with my phone next to my head because I don't know what restaurant's going to catch on fire or what emergency is going to happen. They're like, so you sleep all night like that and it rings? I go, yeah. And they're like, you answer it? I go, yeah. That 4 a.m.? I go, yeah. And they're like, okay. And they go, so then what do you do when you wake up? And I go, I turn the news on and then I start working. And they're like, you don't do anything? I go, no. And then I eat and then I walk Wolf and and they're like, the therapist was like, that is the worst morning routine I've ever heard in my life. They're like, and we have crazy people come through here. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know. this is what I do. I'm a fucking motherfucker. And so
that must make you feel good to be the best at something, right? the best, worst routine.
The best, worst.
Yeah, I don't know.
Now,
Hey, go big or go home, man.
Yeah, but you know what? You can burn yourself. You can kill yourself doing it. I wake up now every morning. I wake up and I pray immediately. I get out of bed and I go down on my knees and I pray. I mean, I don't know if anyone's religious. I don't care. It's not even about that, really. I pray, and then I meditate. Then I read stuff and I set my day. This has only been 40 days. On Sunday, it's going to be 40 days. I've been sober for 40 fucking days. This is what I've been doing.
It's awesome, brother.
It takes like 30 to 90 days to create a habit, right? You got to do something every day before it starts becoming normal, right? So right now, it's not normal. I wake up wanting to kill people. Like, I still wake up like, okay, who's fucking pissing me off? You know what? I wake up like, I'm fucking crazy. But I am slowly creating a new routine and trying to not do what Shane said, and that is try to learn how to take a day like today, talk to you guys, go to the beach with my dog. I have a sunburn right now from being outside. That's all good stuff. That's all new for me. I don't do that kind of shit.
That's cool.
I remember, Ryan, we talked about right before you went into rehab, and you told me, I talked about I might have a drinking problem, and I took 2 days off. Monday and Tuesday I took off, and I've been drinking since then.
Yeah.
But I remember you saying back then, you're like, hey, just dip your toe in and just see what happens. But a lot of it is because I got let go from my job. I know that because when I was working, I only drank on the weekends. But now that I'm not working, that's where the alcohol is. It's so easy to do every day.
Because you're a motherfucking adult and alcohol is legal. Well, here's the thing with alcohol. It's a progressive illness. Yeah. So it always starts exactly the way that you're saying. And trust me, dude, I went to degenerate prison. Okay. So I'm like in it and I make jokes about it and everything, but dude, we're all fucked up in there. No one goes to rehab when everything's fantastic and you're a multimillionaire and everyone loves you. And you know what I mean? That's not when it happens. Alcoholism is a progressive illness. I was the same way, but I had another excuse. I could pick one. My best friend, Chester Bennington, hung himself. It's pretty bad. Right? Yeah. I can go further down than that. But every one of those situations I use to become a worse alcoholic.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. That's the thing with alcoholism. And I was actually, it's funny, I was a fantastic alcoholic. I fucking
same here.
I kicked ass. Many times people didn't even know I was drinking.
Same here.
It's dangerous, man. It's dangerous. So yeah, it's a subversive, sneaky motherfucker.
Alcohol is a hell of a drug.
It's a hell of a drug. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to switch some gears on you guys. My internet is totally bad right now, or else I would have had a better intro music. are you saying, Gup?
Just saying thank you, Ryan, for talking about that again.
Yeah, no, I don't mind at all. Hey, this is what I do now.
Well, hey, we talked about this man for quite a while, just a little while ago, and he booted up his internet.
Yay!
And apparently, we have Mr. Sky B. Libby on board. What up, Sky? How you doing, sir?
Hey, what's going on?
Handsome as ever.
I had a good intro music for you and everything. My internet's just going like this right now. I'm like,
what song did you have for Sky?
You know what song it was?
What
song it was? More Human Than Human. White Zombie. How you like that?
That'll work. But since you didn't play it, I'm going to cut out now.
Oh, come on. I got to pay my internet bill. Sorry about that.
How you doing, Sky? Miss you, brother.
Dude, look at this guns out on that guy.
I know. Look at him. Give us one of these, Sky. Give us one of these. Give us one of these.
Look right there. Look at Ryan. Dude. There it is.
There's some boxes in this room.
Those aren't bad, dude.
They're not bad. They're not bad.
They're not bad.
What's going on?
How are you, man?
Right now,
you got a future ahead of you, Ryan.
I agree, Amber. You see that, Ryan?
Yeah,
Amber just said
All right.
Sweet.
I'm sure you see that.
That's
It's
sweet,
nice
man.
you are in over
Sweet.
the top sequel.
Hey, man, I've walked through the fucking trenches, man. It's fucking crazy.
Okay, what's the real story now, Sky? Did you mow him over? What happened there? What happened?
I don't even remember it. I don't remember that.
Surprisingly, you said Ryan should remember it. You should, because you're the one who went through
Ryan's
him.
the one that took like 6 yards back, so you're gonna remember that.
Yeah, trust me. When you're the one getting trucked, you're the one that's gonna remember it.
And, there's video proof of that on the '92 video yearbook of Eddie Crane getting ran over by Ryan Easley.
Yeah, see, you know what it was to Sky?
Wait, say it again.
He froze.
The main counter
he froze.
unstoppable force.
There we go.
Did you say Sky had the force?
No, I said, do you know what it was to Sky? It was Tuesday. You know what it was to me? I encountered an unstoppable force.
It
was nothing. It was just Tuesday, man. It was fucking PE at third period. It was not a big deal.
It was inertia by Mr. Wickwire.
Yeah.
So this was no pads or anything, right?
No, yeah.
It
wasn't a big deal. I was just impressed. I was just like, fuck, that guy is fucking badass.
Was it flag football?
Probably
football, right?
He took me out though, just like I was a fucking like I said, like I could have been 3 years old.
Ragdoll, living in
great. It wasn't me. It wasn't.
I like what he's saying. I think he's lying, but my wife is listening, and now she believes everything. So I appreciate it. You got me some points with the wife, man.
There you go.
Yeah. No, I'm totally true. I'm being honest.
I was boasting it up a little bit too, man. Once you got into Taft College, man, you got a lot better. I don't know if you heard about getting in there for batting practice.
Hypnotized.
Definitely.
Yeah, we were a little scared, but no. Once we got to Taft College, you progressed so much. It was crazy. Most people, they peak right there. You just kept getting better and better. So
you're being too nice, dude. Being too nice. But what you're saying is,
sorry, Ryan. Force equals mass times acceleration.
I love that. I love it. I always thought that would be a good tattoo idea: is get the formula for resistance.
Oh,
oh
nice.
Don't fucking take it.
Little philosophical.
I already have it on my ass.
Sky, where are you at, man?
Who said they had it on their ass?
I'm in Clovis.
Me.
Clovis.
That's Fresno.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
I was just up there like a couple months ago. We played in somewhere right around. Oh, never mind. Sacramento. I don't know what I'm talking about.
That's a little bit.
Yeah. I just ride on a pirate ship and show up and fucking do it.
You still feel that concussion from Sky?
Good call.
The damage was lasting.
Man.
That's awesome, man. Right on.
Hey, Gup, so you were saying that I sucked in high school then, right?
No, you were pretty damn good, but you didn't have any control pitching-wise.
Yeah, he's saying you suck.
Dude, I was afraid of bat against you, Sky. I'm like, holy crap. It reminded me of Randy Johnson for some reason.
What did you throw in high school, 92 or so? I think 91, 92. Yeah, then you got 94, 95 in junior college.
Yeah.
But I remember, even I actually didn't think you were a good hitter in high school, I'm going to be honest. But I remember once you got to Taft College. And then once you
he's thinking about me, Sky. He's not talking about you. He's talking about me. But go ahead.
No, but once we got Taft College, I'm like, oh my God, this guy's crushing the ball now. I remember going to play Fresno State, and it's like, there's a double, there's another double. I'm like, where the hell did this guy come from? And Sky Libby, touchdown.
I saw you hit a couple over right field. I saw you.
I did.
Baseball. I saw you hit.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
I'm not yelling at the screen. I'm yelling at the screen here.
See, next week, Sky's going to be up in Gup's joint, giving him a naked chokehold.
He's like, what are you talking shit about me for?
You always think they'd come up with a better name for that submission. Rear naked choke. You're not naked. Where did the naked part come from?
Now that you say it, it sounds pretty questionable.
Erotic, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Rear naked is a category on Pornhub.
Is your rear really
rear naked choke?
Of course, the sex art will even know that, right?
Is rear naked chokehold?
Think about this. Rear naked.
Just say RNC. That sounds a little more edgy.
Your butt
the RNC.
Think about it.
Career naked.
I mean, if you break it down, I don't know. I'm just throwing shit out there.
Hey, Rod, has Gordon been back on here?
Who?
Gordon,
not yet.
or Eddie? What about
We
Eddie?
need to get him back on here. Eddie Kaziski?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I'd love to see him.
He's down in, I think, San Diego, ain't he?
San Diego. Yeah.
Nice. San Diego. Whale's vagina.
There you go, Ron Burgundy.
I mean,
Ron
all
Burgundy.
these come from Ron Burgundy.
Oh my gosh, that's one of the best
You guys
movies
ever
of all
listen
time.
to that podcast that he does? The Ron Burgundy.
I've listened to a couple of them. It's
funny.
hilarious.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
He has a podcast.
He did this. He's all, can you have your girlfriend around?
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's freezing out again.
Oh, no. Really? Fuck.
Froze up.
I have the best internet ever. That's so weird.
Since you moved over there on the couch, it's gotten a little choppier.
Hey, Ryan, it's dealing with all this lesser internet right here, so.
I know mine's bad too. I can't even do intro songs now. Damn it.
I have motherfucking like 100 up, 100 down fucking shit. Why is I wonder what's going on.
My favorite is when it's super hot. I always think of, oh, God, it's so damn hot. Milk was a bad choice.
I'm in a glass case of emotion.
Hey, the best. Jack Black is a biker hopping off and punting his dog off.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah? What do you love, bro?
That fucking movie, I watched it with my little brother, Nat. You guys know my little brother, Nat? He's years younger than me. You guys ever remember Nathaniel Beckett? Did you guys ever know?
I think I've seen pictures on Facebook.
Yeah, so when he was getting his footing down here, he lived with me for a little while, and that was like one of those times with your little brother that you watch a movie, fucking Anchorman.
The
Oh my
boys.
God. We had to pause it so many times because we were laughing so hard. It's one of the best memories ever watching that with him. That movie's fucking amazing.
What about Step Brothers?
Yo,
Step
God. That is a constant reference as well. So much room for activities.
Yeah.
Like,
You know,
amazing.
Did you touch my drum set? Did you touch my drum set?
the best part is when that slow motion rollover of the RV and all those things ensued.
Yeah.
And then the build up beforehand. Hey, what's that bowling ball for? And then it's just like, oh Lord, scorpions.
I don't know if you guys have watched the bloopers for Step Brothers. It's like an 8-minute clip, and it is, oh my gosh, it's so hilarious.
Amazing.
Yeah, you get those two guys together, and it's just nonstop.
Oh yeah, their chemistry is really funny. Yeah,
It's so great.
Have you seen Will Ferrell's Saturday Night Live audition tape?
No.
I'd like to see that.
Dude, it's him alone. Just acting
YouTube.
like a lunatic. It's so funny. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. I'm sure. Because
Doesn't he do a George? I
You
think he does like a George Bush, and he does like a couple different impressions, right? I think I have seen that.
He has like an imaginary cat. He does some weird shit with it. So fucking funny. I'm like, who thinks of this? This is just the guy like going like hitting play or record and just going for it. just free balling it. It's so fucking funny.
I don't know why, but I think Will Ferrell and Brent Durkin or have some type of connection there. I don't know what it is, but Durkin could always have that stone-looking face. Not like he's stoned, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well,
You know, like he wouldn't break character at all.
Yeah.
I wish you guys could have seen Brent Durkin over at parties that I've seen the last 10, 15 years. Because him and Julio Franco lived right across the street. And our other buddy, Dar, and Banny lived together. So it was constant parties all down there. Durkin would come down to Banny's house, pull out underneath the sink, and start dancing with cleaning products. And just being Brent as being Brent. And that was just so hilarious.
So they live right by you?
Oh, no, they used to live right across the street from each other, but a few of them moved since. So I used to go over there all the time and hang out.
So let me set this scenario. God bless them, and I know them and love them and dearly. Back in high school, you're at a scenario, say field party, wherever, and you say, Dirk and Julio are teachers and coaches?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Time warp with Mark McFly.
And Dan Walters and Greg Newton.
That's so wild. Hey, is Greg still in? I see him on Facebook a lot of posts and everything. He looks fucking great. Is he still in Taft? Or is he?
He's in Bakersfield. Greg Newton's in Bakersfield.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out where everyone is, their pictures, and I never totally know. But
I think Chuck McKinnon, I think he's still in Taft. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think I ran into him at a bar or something like that too and hung out. It was really, really fun. It was cool.
I know him and Bandy and Franco still hang out all the time. So.
What are the main bars in Bakersfield nowadays? What are the main hangouts?
Gup's apartment because everything's closed.
Gup's app.
Al Pulowski's.
Yeah. Panama Jacks.
Do people still cruise Chester, or is that something they did in the 90s?
Oh no, that was
not at all. No. All right, just checking.
Well, I met my girlfriends in the 90s.
I know
on the street.
Guy used to
with my long hair. I was scared.
Yeah. Was her name Strawberry?
No,
we had this conversation the other night. That's a whole nother. You guys
and Juan Lopez's experience.
For some reason, I think Ryan's meant Strawberry for some reason. I don't know why.
Sky's on mute. Sky, Ryan, and Eddie. You guys don't know the Strawberry story. Should we tell it again, Rodney?
Sure.
Go ahead, go.
Yeah, tell it.
What else we got to do?
All right. My buddy, you guys know Bobby Banuelos.
Oh,
He used to work in melodrama here in Bakersfield. So there's a lot of gay guys, a lot of gay women that work there too. So we went down to Casablanca after one of their shows, and there's two gay guys. One had his shirt off. Another guy, sitting there. They're just doing their thing. We're all drinking. One guy goes,
"Wrong with it?"
Yeah, no, exactly.
You know what? I do know this story.
I don't know if you were there that night, but
I wasn't there, but you told me about it. Go ahead.
And then one guy goes, "Hey, are you gay?" And I'm like, "No, I'm straight." And he goes, "I think you're gay just because you're hanging down here with us gay people." I'm like, "No, I can have a conversation with, I respect everybody." So about 10, 15 minutes later, this cross-dresser shows up, black guy named Strawberry. Strawberry starts rubbing my shoulders, and I'm like, hey, I don't mind talking to you here, sit down, I'll have a conversation with you, but you're pushing a little too far. And he goes, "You ever had a black man suck your, So I was like, oh, okay, here we go.
I've actually not had any man suck my.
You're like, it's been a while. It's been a while.
So we're sitting there hanging out. I was like, "Hey, Strawberry, it's all right, man. I don't mind having a drink with you, hanging out." But he actually followed me and Bobby to Bobby's car. He's like, "Hey, I think I'm going to go home with you." I'm like, "No, I got to work in the morning." But funny part of that story is I was at Time Warner.
You're out.
Okay,
Yeah,
officially,
like,
you got much further with Strawberry than I did. Just so you know.
The next morning, first job I had to get up in the attic, and I ate Cocoa Pebbles that morning, and I puked in that person's attic because I was so hungover and still drunk. So.
Oh my God, that's a night to remember.
So Strawberry and Cocoa Pebbles.
And you know why the name Strawberry? Remember we figured that out? He's got some freckles. He had freckles in here, and it reminded people of Strawberry. So he had like a black dude with freckles, and I'd never seen that before.
2 weeks later, why does our attic smell like breakfast?
Yeah.
Oh.
Smell Cocoa Pebbles.
Oh my God. That is fucking Bakersfield's finest tales right there.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So hey, milk was a bad choice.
Oh yeah, that morning anything was a bad choice.
He wants strawberry milk is what he wants.
Ooh, strawberry milk. This guy's just sitting there like, what the hell?
Do you remember Rockin' Rodeo? Do you remember Rockin' Rodeo in Bakersfield?
Oh yeah, I do.
Half rock and half country.
Eddie used to go there a lot with me and Bandy. We all lived together.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny, we were kind of poor back then, so there were two sides. So me and Bandy would walk around, and when people would start to go dance, we would just walk by and grab their beer and just keep going.
More drinking, yes.
I gotta keep a look at. I off between Gup and Eddie over here. Eddie's stealing your cat, and Gup will steal your beer. Is that what's going on here?
Hey Gup, I have a story about poor drinking. Back in high school, Aaron Falke and I, we got this side gig as servers and busboys at the Petroleum Club. So all these oil-filled dudes with all their fat checks are spending money getting drunk. So they'd leave half a carafe of wine like every other table because they didn't give a shit. Wow. And bottles of beer. So we're cleaning up, getting just tanked off of wine.
You're like free booze right there.
Who said designated field party because it was Pav, and we would figure out where it was. By then, we were just lit. But we would have maybe 2-3 nights in a row on the weekend. You work until maybe like 9, which is early for the party clock.
Yeah.
And so off we go. Free liquor, free beer. I mean, hey, good times.
I think we were talking about before all the party spots we had. I don't know if
there's like 30 of them. I thought there was 5.
Your mother's asking the next day,
why are your
sneakers so dusty, Junior?
What was the one out off it was you go to the airport edition, the one that was way out there everybody used to go to?
The Tank?
It wasn't the Tank. It was called something else.
Was that one off of Honolulu Road?
Yeah, it was out there somewhere.
I don't remember what they
called it. Is that where the oil well where Ryan Miller was standing on the head of it?
I don't know, but I wouldn't.
I thought that was Sean Racer that was standing on it. That was up there riding it.
I don't know if he
that was in both up there together. I don't know. I can't remember the name of it. I remember the Flatlands. I remember a couple up off 25.
There was Paradise. There was Mickey's.
It's all just dirt beer and memories.
Dirt beer, yeah.
I remember we found a spot.
And memories, you know.
I remember we found a spot, and someone said, "What should we name this?" And someone goes, "I gotta piss." So then they called it "Gotta Piss." I remember that.
That was the name of it.
Yeah, gotta piss. It was official.
I don't remember that.
I don't know. I don't remember seeing you at field parties, Sky. Were you at field parties at all?
A few, but not very many.
Yeah, you didn't go to too many.
But I do remember Sean Reeser riding one of the oil bears.
Oh, yeah. It was like, a giddy-up horse. But I'm talking standing on your tippy toes. Ryan Miller in flip-flops standing on the end because he was a diver, and, of course, he had balance, I guess. Mm-hmm. I guess he was just showing off. But the entire time, it was 3 or 4 of us sitting horsey style. But that was the impressive part. It's like, dude, you're going to fall. He's like just up there just chilling with his beer.
Just riding it.
Wow. Has he been on here yet?
Yeah, Ryan's been on a couple times.
Oh, yeah?
Ryan James. James.
Rodney's commemorative
Memorial Day.
Yes, he had a special with it was veteran centric, and we had everybody who served and told their stories, and it was impressive.
Yeah, he was on there towards the end. Once they found out that they can swear on the show, then it all went crazy after that, I think. They're like, "Oh, you can?" I said, "Be yourself, man. I don't care. It usually swear than swear."
And you can eat on the show because the other night Pam Mudge was breaking out tortillas.
You got some sushi rolls, huh?
Nice.
There you go.
Sushi is good, man.
That said it all right there, Ryan.
I got to order sushi. Thanks, Ryan.
See, I see. Some choreography would have done you some well back then.
There we go. Yep.
You see Orgy doing some dance moves.
Hey, you see my ass up there, right? I shake my butt.
Do you? Do the George Michael thing every once in a while. Just put your ass to the audience and just kind of like,
I do.
You do that?
I'm like the Coach Michael of golf.
See, when you throw your ass to the audience, you got to do the look around, right?
You did that with edema.
Yeah.
Make sure they're looking.
I was just like, oh, there it is.
Oh, that's funny.
Give them the blue steel.
Pushing the limits, guys.
Pushing
Did you
the
guys?
limits.
All right, back in junior high, how many of you guys pulled your or not taped your pants, but put?
Where are you going with this, Gus?
Yeah, I don't know.
How many guys
My what?
folded your pants at your ankles and put pins in them?
Pins? Oh yeah, I did.
I did.
I did that in the 5th grade.
I never did that. I wasn't a skater. I got on a skateboard once and I fell off and hurt myself. So I was like, this ain't this.
I did the old pin and roll.
Hey, try making this shit work. Pinning or rolling your pants and wearing a football jersey. Hey, that's blending cultures right there. See, I liked music and I played sports. So I liked what I liked.
You're hitting all the demographics right there.
That's talent right there. What
Plus,
about you, Eddie?
Faith No More cassettes in art class, you know.
Favorite high school teacher?
Favorite?
Oh, dear.
Mr. Slaughter.
Mr. Shin. Mr. Shin.
I'm torn between Shin and Slaughter. Yeah.
Yeah, I had Slaughter for 4 years.
If they didn't have Mr. Lindbergh's class, I don't know what I would have done in high school.
You know,
so I'll go with Lindbergh.
You just mixed it up, Rodney. Yeah, Lindbergh. Damn, I got a 3-way tie now.
I think I like Stubblefield because he was so fucking weird.
History, right? Was it history?
No, yeah, something like that. And he was like, I can't figure out if he was like a communist or not. I have no idea. But I ran one time because that was when I was figuring out that I was a capitalist. And he would always like pose these like weird, questions that were a little bit more advanced than the grade school level.
You know, the Russian Lenin, he was a ginger Lenin.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You guys,
hey, Ryan,
you guys,
you still talk to Ernie Kirshner much?
I don't, but not because I don't. I just literally just haven't. But there was a time. Back.
Oh,
I guess honestly, it might be 8 or 9 years, but reconnected. How about you?
Yeah, it's been a while. Every now and then, I just on Facebook, I'll see stuff he posts, and I'll just kind of chime in. I
messaged him like a week ago. It's funny you say that. He was the one guy I hated playing basketball with because he's so damn tall. Remember he went back there?
He had long ass arms.
Yeah. He would always go, Kareem.
Yep.
Do you remember he almost beat me up at Domino's one time?
I don't think I was there for that.
Yeah, it was when you were dating Julie, and I was pissing him off. I was bugging him all night, and he just lost it, dude. And he almost whipped my ass. Like they had to calm him down.
Ernie's not a guy I would mess with, man. He gets that temper going, and
no, man, he something just broke in him, and like the next day he was super apologetic, but I was like, oh shit.
You probably just kept picking at him, didn't you?
Yeah, I was being an asshole. Yeah.
He sent me to the hospital one time. Ernie?
Oh yeah, your appendix.
Remember he sent me to the hospital? We were playing basketball and he kept on elbowing me in the gut. So I said he gave me he would like jab me in the stomach because I said my stomach hurt. And then he felt so bad because later on he found out I went to the hospital and got appendicitis. Yeah. So then check this out. He goes to the hospital the next day right after I'm out of surgery. And just to pick me up, he starts to make me laugh, which then it actually caused more pain because I just had surgery. And I go, get him out of here. What are you doing? Now you're coming back to torment me. I felt so bad because you got an appendix and I was jabbing you in the stomach. I go, so then you come over the next day and you make me laugh. Now it hurts even more. Go figure. By the way, who shaved me down there? I want to know that too.
I've worked with Kirshner at Hallmark Foods. Hallmark Foods was such a fun place to work at. Chris Matheny, Kelly House. There were so many people there. Sean Rogers.
Ho Chi Man.
Craig Patton worked there for a while. And it was such a great place. Jim Jarvin, my brother, actually worked there. So.
I gave Patton a shout out the other day too. I'm waiting to hear back from him.
Nice.
Patton?
Craig Patton.
He was the biggest Pearl Jam fan back in the day. I'm still trying to figure out why they were going to name the band Mookie Blaylock. What was so special about Mookie that they named Pearl Jam Mookie Blaylock? I want to know that.
What is that?
Hey, next time you talk to Eddie Vedder or Ryan, just ask him for me, okay?
I think I read somewhere that
know you
one
guys
of the
talk.
members, I can't remember who, that was one of their he liked the player and he also dug the name, so they couldn't come up with a name at the time. It was like a working title, I suppose.
Oh wow.
Then he comes up with his great grandmother's jam.
It probably was Jeff Ament, the bassist, because he was into hoops.
I remember you talking about that with me recently, Rodney. Me and Eddie wrote one of the greatest songs of all time called "My Pretty Q-Tip."
I still have the video of that, dude.
No, it was bad.
I paid
it was about a Q-tip.
Let's release this. Let's release this video.
Q-tip.
You know what? I'll have to do that. Well, we also did Kiss down in Mexico one time.
Yeah, we did a little "I Love It Loud," and
yeah,
we didn't have anything to do in Mexico. We were still underage. Well, we were 18, 19. We could have gone out, but
you can do everything.
We got Bandy's mom's makeup and whatever clothes we could find, and did a Kiss video in one of the back bedrooms.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, I saw you posted that, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Somebody, you dug it up. It was, of course, the quality was crazy, but it was old.
Well, I had to film it. Yeah, I have the VHS still, and I filmed it off of my TV. Yeah, so it's a shitty video, but
we got Kermit the Frog hanging in the background,
like the Goldberg or something. That was hilarious.
Yeah, I'm sitting there like wearing this big old kind of tannish jacket. I don't even know. And I'm spitting ketchup on this.
Didn't Bandy wear like his mom's coat or something?
I think me and Bandy, there are two of them. I think
he was Eric. He was Eric Carr.
Yeah. You were. Were you Paul Stanley?
Of course. Yeah.
Of course.
Of course.
I gotta ask, Gup. The next day, I'm sure your mom had questions about her coat and her makeup. Like,
it was Bandy's mom, but
Bandy.
She's like, hey, you boys have fun. Do what you got to do. So
yeah, they just let us go, man. Like
they were teenage boys
But that house, dude, that house was so damn big. Like, you could go on one side of the house, they wouldn't know what the hell you were doing.
It was right down Rosarita Beach, about 10, 15 minutes past that. So they built houses for
things like that.
They built houses for retired people here in the States. So they had a big old wall around like 10, 20 houses and beach view. It was awesome. And then we would go to the bars. So yeah, it was so much fun.
Shane, you have horns growing out of your head?
I know.
I'm kind of digging it, dude.
Horns things coming out. There you go.
Hey, quarantine hair don't care, I guess.
You look like the bass player from Mudvayne in that Dig video.
I
will say, since the shutdown, no one's open. I was doing some self-barbering around the sides and the back, but I don't snip on the top. So I'm just stuck with like a shitty Peaky Blinders look, I guess. I don't know.
I love that show.
Peaky Blinders.
It's so good.
By the way, a good movie you guys need to watch is the King of Staten Island.
I've seen the advertisement for that.
What is that about?
Saw it last night. Pete Davidson, Bill Burr's in it. Pete Break. Got to see it. It's a great movie.
It touches up on the whole
enlarged prostate.
Yeah.
King of
Pete Davidson, the youngest dude on SNL. You might have seen him. He's a pretty funny cat, but
bad tattoos though. Hoping that's not real tattoos. That movie.
Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, he's touching up kind of like a fictitious take, but at a real glance at his own life. He's been through like a lot of ups and downs therapy wise, and he's getting a grip on life, blah, blah, blah. But he's really funny. He's got really, comedic talent. I mean, but it looks interesting, but I'm just not up to renting it yet.
So what's the movie about? What's the premise, Rodney?
It's like he says, kind of like his own.
There you go.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. I've
doesn't he look like Henry Rollins, Ryan?
Yeah. Is it
He
a
kind of looks like Henry
He
Rollins to
looks
you.
like a skinnier, less intense Henry Rollins. Yeah.
That's what I did. As soon as I saw him, I go, he kind of looks like Henry Rollins back in the day. But
so
no, it's like a his kind of like his dad basically was a firefighter, and he died when he was 7. So he has like all this trauma because
On
of losing
9/11,
his father. And then his mom ends up dating another firefighter, and it's just a old mental warfare of how he's reacting to a new dad or new situation, and that he gets booted out of his house. I mean, it's a pretty good movie. It kind of reminds me kind of like a Good Will Hunting type movie of like a hometown feel to it with a lot of accents. I think they're from Staten Island, but yeah, it's a good one, man. I don't want to spoil it for you, but it's worth it.
Feel good at the end.
They didn't say anything about apples, but it was a good movie. There's no apples involved in this one, Hey, for the record, Ryan, I think you were an awesome influence in previous episodes of WiLDCaT Chat. Gup usually uses the restroom every 5 minutes because of obvious reasons. Either it's because of his prostate, or else because he just drank a whole beer and he's got to pee again.
I think it's a combination of both.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It's a combination of both.
My head's there. You go. All right.
One of the things I definitely don't miss about drinking, constantly having to pee.
Oh my gosh.
I just keep a catheter here.
Yeah, I was like, man, I should just get astronaut diapers or something.
Just work smarter,
It's fucking crazy.
Oh,
Yeah, my drug of choice is Pepsi. So.
Oh,
Pepsi.
Yeah, Eddie never really got into any
coffee.
I remember one time Eddie lied about something, and we made him drink beer, and he was such a dick when he got a buzz. We're like, all right, you're not drinking anymore. He turned into such a smart ass. We're like, all right, we're not having you drink anymore, man.
No.
Do you remember that?
I probably would have been beat up quite a bit.
But yeah, you were.
I get hyper and loving. That's what I do. I get hyper and I want to hug everyone.
Ecstasy in Rodney's beer.
I talk more and laugh a little more. Other than that, I don't get aggressive.
Yeah. I got to jump on tables for some reason.
Talk to transvestites named Strawberry. That's
yeah. That goes with the routine there, I guess. So.
Yeah, well, Strawberry said that I was cute. I don't know if you got that far with him or not. There you go. But I was cute in his eyes. So
he was rubbing my shoulders. I don't know.
He sat on my lap.
Hey, sometimes it's just a hard work
now.
Shoulder rub. I don't care.
What is it?
I moved my 7 to 8, so I have 2 minutes. So
okay.
I'm glad you. Thank you for giving me the link, guys. It was really great to see you. I'm going to jump on again.
Good catching up, Ryan.
I miss all you guys.
If you get a chance tomorrow,
always open.
Everyone go to Colorado because I'll be there too. I mean, unless I'm on tour. To ask them to reschedule Colorado for when I'm home.
I'm sure they will.
Who's in charge
Get
of
a tour date to play once at El Dorado.
They were putting in offers. They were talking to my agent about us playing. So I was like,
that would have been fucking bad.
Well, have you heard of El Dorado in this town called Taft? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you looked at my Wikipedia? Okay, fucker, you book us. I'm from fucking Taft, man. Book it.
Les Clark might be able to help there.
Man, that would be awesome. That would be cool.
Both my bands, man. We'll play fucking 2 nights back to back. It'll be fun.
And dude, people would come from out of town to it. I bet you too.
No.
Oh, definitely.
I would.
Super fun.
Les Clark might be able to help you out with that too. So.
I'll definitely come though, and let's all definitely hang out and get some food and catch up. It'd be so fun, man. I'd be so happy.
The Oasis is still open, I hear.
Yeah.
332. Is it 332
club, man? Come on.
That's what I'm saying. YeNDoR.
Yeah.
The bank.
Yeah. What is that? What is the fucking bank you got turned into?
I don't know what it is either.
Did like everyone's mom work at that bank at one point?
I got a question. How many bars and how many churches were there in Taft?
Ooh, dick move, man.
Like 30 of each? Or maybe about 20 churches, about 15 bars?
Not that many bars. I remember when I would go to want to get drunk there, which was every single time I've been there.
Was it the Oasis?
Yeah, it's like either the Oasis 332 or like, I mean, and then there's maybe one other. It's like nothing going on in terms of like.
Also, maybe I was thinking as you're coming into Taft and you see all those signs on the right hand side, it's like church, 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 like 15
yeah,
of them are
like churches. Yeah.
The White Elephant.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I used that. That was cool.
My brother used to work there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So my
LaWanda will be there. And
Colorado?
Ryan, you are a badass in concert, says Facebook user.
That's pretty generic.
Anonymous.
Thank you, Facebook user.
Ryan, did you just post that?
No, but before you go, Ryan, I do want to tell you the new album, seriously, best thing you guys have ever done, for real. Like your vocals were dude spot on. Like it reminded me so much of Chester. It was crazy.
Thank you.
It was really crazy.
We were talking about this earlier.
I feel like you came through me.
I'm sure he did, because your vocals went like to another range. It surprised me. It really did.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
It's my backup music. I like that. Well, hey guys, I'm gonna go ahead and close the show for today. On that note,
love you guys.
I hope see you guys all next Saturday, if not sooner. Love to Sky. Love to Mr. Ryan Shuck, Sexar Lodi, Shane Train, Gup, Craig Rodman, Eddie Crane, everyone else who's watching out there. Thanks again, and we'll hopefully see you guys again soon. Good luck to you guys. Mwah, mwah. Besos, besos, besos. Love you guys. We'll talk soon.
Later, YeNDoR.
Later, Gup. See, man. Well, there you have it, folks. Thanks again for watching. And message me if you want to be on the show. And we would love to have you. TUHS. We're bringing everyone together. Again, love you guys. And you guys have a good night.